Warning: this podcast may contain adult content or language. It also might contain content that could be seen from others as uncomfortable or upsetting due to personal reasons. If that is the case, then please proceed with caution or stop the video, as we at the table are comfortable in most circumstances. This is a safety blanket meant for all individuals watching these episodes, as it is unclear what story content will be displayed. Hope you enjoy the story.
Welcome back to One Shot Mishap, where the players make plans and somewhat executed it correctly. Had an idea and it kind of worked out. You blew open a hole, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Before we go into the recap, once again, I want to reiterate, check out RPGleague.com if you're interested in going into tabletop RPG tournaments, fan-nominated. They're tons of fun. There's like best awards for DMs, players, most creativity, all the sort. Go check them out, see if there's anything in your local area, or check out the reviews on other tabletop RPGs on their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or the landing page in the future as well. Go check them out at www.rpgleague.com. Now, where we last left off was pretty integral. You guys blew open a hole. You rocketed into this room. Inside was two massive dials. With Detect Magic, you found that one dial was full of necrotic energy, necromancy, all the like. The other side was half filled to the brim with all these other magical arts. And then you may or may not have filled that by throwing the substance that had the same item type of magic into the gaping mouth of the said object. From there, you decided to, very narrowly avoiding being arrested by the guards for causing such a stir in the city, by blowing open a massive 15 by 10 foot rock in your path with nearly about a pound of gunpowder. A little bit more. That's a lot. That's a lot of gunpowder. The barrel still would have held 45 more pounds.
I thought about the one above it, a whole barrel.
A barrel would have nuked the room. It would have.
The city.
No, not the city. But it would have probably hurt you from the distance. But going back to go check out on the gunpowder, make a base of operations, get a nice little bit of some rest in, and see what you might be able to do with the platinum bars. What's your name again? Zaleed?
Zakeel. I'm gonna throw a dice at you.
Zakeel. You heard the sound of metal tinging above you, unsure of who or what is in this room.
That's where we were last left off?
Mm-hmm.
Easy way of getting in there without getting hurt.
Well, what are you doing? That's what you hear. First and foremost, make a stealth check.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
I
Roll again. Alright, same number. Alright. As you're kind of cleaning up, you just like peer your head. You're starting to peer over, you hear king as your metal armor slams into the rock. You just hear, who's there? Excuse me?
Persuasion. Nobody's here.
I think someone is there. Why don't you come up?
It's just, I'm alone.
When you come up, make a deception check.
10 plus the advantage on
Not deception.
No, but I am Deception plus 5. So 15.
I start climbing down.
Start climbing down.
I'll climb down.
You got this. You two are just like, boop, 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 boop. Okay. As you kind of peer up, saying, "I'm alone." Looks at you. Looks at the hole. Right. What are you doing in my home?
Can we hear him now?
Oh, you can hear him easily.
This is your home? It was pretty abandoned last time I was here.
Well, I guess it's less of a home and just where I put my things. What?
It has Detect Magic.
Ritual cast or as a first level spell?
First level spell.
Okay, so it's instant. You have 10 minutes of Detect Magic.
And then I use my flying wing thingies.
Okay.
And I just float up, make sure I don't make noises, and just float up.
Okay. They need to flap
Oh, you do? Oh.
their wings.
Oh, never mind, they're not that.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb up slowly.
We'll assume that you didn't use them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because they're wings.
Yes.
This is still only like a 5-foot diameter
Mm-hmm.
tunnel, so it's really compact. Your wings would not have been able to fly. But yeah, you can kind of crash your way up. Make a stealth check.
Oh, cool, that guy.
It's dex based. So if you're not proficient, then it would be +5.
+4? Dex, right? Or
Dex.
just stealth?
Stealth. So it would be +6. +6. Okay, so 21. You peek your head up. Doesn't seem to notice you.
Do I see anything?
You see illusory transmutation magic on top.
Then I
Transmutation, not illusory.
And then while I sent a message to Sakil.
Zakil. Okay.
I think that's the man. That's the one we're looking for. But do it discreetly. Don't lose too much attention. And I climb back down.
Okay, well, we're gonna wait because it's 6 seconds to do
Yeah.
something. Because to be able to gather what kind of magic he has over him, like you
Oh,
can see
okay.
an aura, you have to use an action to technically
Okay.
see the magic. So we're gonna go back to you for now. It's just where I store my things. It's more of a storehouse at this point. I live somewhere towards the government buildings.
Oh. Are you part of the government then?
No, I actually sell my wares. That's why I'm kind of storing them here. Keeps people from trying to steal them back at my home. You can roll an insight check if you want to. What's total?
7.
It's fucking full of shit. May or may not have rolled a natural one. Anything else, he would have
So,
trounced you
I want to guess my.
easily
I wanna
with a
guess my
+6.
I want to guess my message from two then.
Yeah.
By now.
Yeah.
It's him, but don't make sure it's discreet. And I climb back down.
Alright.
And when I get down, I tell them.
Okay.
Found him. Then. Get ready. Yeah. We have to do discreet.
You said you live near the government building.
We do. It's somewhere around there.
And this is where you store your things?
Yes.
Why isn't there anything here?
The platinum bars. I'm a blacksmith.
That's bullshit too.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily. You can tell at this point he's just lying through his teeth. But, I mean, it's a sound reason to lie.
True.
Blacksmith, metal bars, gunpowder. What are you doing here?
Well, I went to the blacksmith's house and found a tunnel. I followed it here. Blacksmith wasn't home. I was looking to get armor
I care
repaired.
for one person with me.
So I doubt you're the blacksmith that lives there, at least.
I'll use the metro door. We'll show up next to him, and we'll.
All right.
Go down the hole.
As you guys are discussing your plan down here, you hear the sound of a very large push of wind, almost like force. What you see is he is about 15 feet away from you as you're kind of like up. You were out of the hole, yeah, because he had to get up. In a very quick pace, he lunges at you. Roll a initiative check. So you have advantage as well. So it's 16 plus your dex. What's your dex?
I'm looking.
Probably not +5. Because he also rolled a 6.
They say you have +1.
This massive hand is coming straight at you. Well, it's not massive. However, as he's on his way to you, you can see these thick, rocky, jagged claws emerge from his hand, and they come striking straight down towards you.
Surprise attack.
Surprise attack.
We heard it. Like we're doing it now.
I was hoping
Oh, we have to wait for
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. He's got plate armor and a shield.
What do I have?
Armor. Oh,
What's your armor?
Are you kidding me?
You told me.
Well, what do you wear?
Yes,
shit.
21 hits
Oh,
and
light armor.
barely.
Wait.
I would say light armor.
Leather.
Yeah, we'll go with studded.
I'm,
So it's 12 plus your dex.
It hits.
It hits.
Barely. 20.
So.
Oh, well, 20 would also hit.
I know.
So I have 16 because +4 on dex.
Yep.
Okay.
So you have a 16 armor class. So what you hear is as these jagged claws like sink into part of your flesh, like just underneath some of the armor, and just rips out a chunk of it. So you're gonna take anyway. You take 7 points of piercing damage as this claw just sinks into your side and just yanks him out. At that point, he lunges backwards. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Second.
You have to reroll for initiative now?
Yep, now reroll. Because that was to determine if you got the upper hand on him.
Pretty sure it's +2 for it again.
It's your dex.
So did I get to roll twice again for initiative?
Yep, you do. You roll advantage on all initiatives because of your shield.
I'm glad it wasn't that.
I'm glad it wasn't that same number.
Just one.
Tear off a piece of that paper, by the way.
Why?
So that way I can use it for...
No, fuck you. I do.
Out there. Alright, thank you. I just need it for a tracker. I will slap you with my dick!
The wind!
Yeah, the wind.
The wind gusting through the...
Alright. Sakid.
Sakil.
Sakil. What's your total? 4?
Yeah.
Alright.
But we get fucked up twice.
Wait, how much you get?
4, because I rolled 3 both times,
Yeah.
even with advantage.
Will. 15.
14.
14. For Judah. I need to roll for Anu. 8. And you said 14?
Yeah.
What's your dex? 18? Okay, so you're going after.
What? You motherfucker.
I need to move names.
What?
Because I have to move. I'll name dude.
I can get on the same, so yeah, dude.
What's the fuck? What's her name again? A, that's right. A, and then
You mean onion?
sure, onion. And okay. So, top of the inventory order, Will, you hear this massive force get pushed down straight above you. Did you get out of the tunnel? Because you
Yeah,
guys...
I was out. We're
Okay.
out of the tunnel.
So you have to go 30 feet, 30 feet. You have to go 30 and 30 to get fully out of the tunnel. So you're going to have to use an action to
I
dash.
told him my plan already, so
Yep.
it's your choice what you want to do.
So I call out my sword.
Yep, just
Zaton! Oh.
using a mark on your palm, just this blade forms out of your hand.
Then I'll
Action.
I'll hold my action. The moment where I see the person besides the tongue.
Zakil!
Zakil.
Zakil, I'll attack the other person that I don't know.
Okay.
He's gonna drag me up there.
Yeah, He'll see.
Okay. So you're holding your action. It's the guy's turn right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action. So. Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is both of his hands just like lunge out. You can see like several like rocky texture of his skin begin to form from his neck upwards, covering part of his eye. And he slices twice at you. First one is a 13, so that's going to miss. That is a dirty 20. So just hits. Because your AC is 20? Yep. So you take take another D8. You take 13 points of slashing damage. Max damage. As this massive, jagged rock claw just slices into your side and yanks out some of your flesh.
I'm surprised I'm wearing fur.
What?
I'm surprised I'm tougher than this though.
I mean, he rolled poorly, but he has high dex.
Did you roll 14 too?
He rolled a 9 plus 5, so
14.
yeah, 14.
My maximum health is 79.
What? Your max health is 78. So, and you lost 1. So keep track of that. One.
So I lost 14.
You lost 14, and then the previous one you lost 7. So you lost 21 in total.
Good guy.
557 health though.
Yep. That's what the rest of you hear as well. It's just. Okay. Judah.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah. You're after him.
Dimensional door.
Ah, so you're using your action.
Yep. And then pop up next, like behind him. I'm pretty sure he was against the wall when I saw him.
Where you saw him, he was near the platinum bars.
Not against the wall then.
Not against him.
So we go up behind him.
Okay, you go where he was because you don't know where he is now.
No, I would just go from where I thought was behind him because that's what I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you go where he previously
And
was.
I'm taking him with me. I can take one person.
Mm-hmm.
You start climbing, but don't go in if you think you can't handle it.
You appear into space.
I'm gonna attack him since I see him.
You're not within range for melee attack.
For melee.
Because he leaped 15 feet at him.
Okay.
So you wouldn't know where he was.
Yeah.
So if you went to Dimension Door to where he was before, you would be 15
There was
feet
nothing
away.
there, right?
There was nothing in the way, no. No, there's no explosion or anything.
No, because it would have been if there was something there occupying that space. I would have took 64 damage.
No, it was an open field.
Okay, good.
It was an open area, so you're fine.
And then I
We're
would
next trying shooting bars.
I'd be quick and I'd be like healing. Can I cast a spell after?
Well, casting Dimension Door is a what kind of spell? Like 4th level?
Yeah.
Then no, you would not be able to cast it anymore.
I mean, okay. I can still move, right?
Yeah, you still have full
What's the area we need to
So
get?
yeah, let me build up the room. We can remove this map.
While you do that, so we saw that the short sword can't float around either. So a short sword can't float around.
What's your what are you? Because the thing is, even floating around you, he's still 15 feet away, and you can't move.
So I can't move my sword closer to the attack.
No, that's not this class. That's the tri-seal that creates the spectral blades that float into space.
I have a spectral blade.
You do. Yeah, that's the tri-seal that creates a triple dagger floating visage.
Alright, time to get all my spells ready.
Yeah, no, once you're learning up on them. You can also just Google it. It'll actually tell you everything that you need to know when you just Google the spell. You gotta put spell 5e after it, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know.
Faster. So is counter spell then a reaction spell no
Yep.
matter what? Okay.
And you can use that even if you casted a spell level during your turn.
But if I do that, it will ruin any of my concentration spells.
No.
It won't?
Counterspell's not a concentration.
Oh, okay.
It's an instantaneous. What it does is it ruins if somebody else casts a spell.
Okay.
What am I doing, man? Build the room.
Where's the barrel again?
I'm building it real quick.
See, had he said anything other than blacksmith, I wouldn't have called him out on anything.
Well, you shouldn't have called him out because he felt threatened.
Yeah, that was kind of your bad, Striker.
I wasn't saying that. I was trying to be like, well, is there no blacksmith?
Yeah, but you also said, so I kind of doubt you're the blacksmith.
That lives there.
Still.
I don't regret my choice though.
That's fine.
I regret getting hit because of bad rolls.
He's a heavy hitter. Okay, so these are stairs. Go 15 feet up. This is the upper awning, so there's places to go underneath it. These are the barrels of gunpowder up against the stairs. This is the hole you came out from.
Wouldn't have. Oh, I didn't fall into the hole though.
No. All marked platinum bars with purple.
So wait, did he fall from my deception now? Saying that I was alone?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably won't matter now because we were like right there.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that you're there.
He sees you now.
Oh.
I'm gonna need everyone's figurines as well now.
It's all right there. in front of
Yep.
you.
I need my guys too. My guys, I'm gonna use a Galadur for him. This was you. There's you. There's you.
Also, they're behind us.
Oh yeah, you're behind him.
No, I'm talking about the barrel.
Oh, the barrels? Yes, because he was near those. He was near the platinum bars that had been located near the barrels.
Fuck. Guess I can't do anything. Guess I can't move.
No. That's the bet.
That's the best.
That's the bet.
We gotta push him down the hole.
Why?
We're gonna cause a scene up here if we fight it in a house.
Actually, also I need to mark where the big ass door is.
We don't have to be discreet and just fight all over the wall.
That's the barred door, and here are the barred windows. The orange is the barred windows, the brown is the large barred up door.
Okay.
Oh, I have an idea. So it's still my turn, right?
You still have a bonus action. Yeah, you have bardic inspiration.
Alright.
Don't worry about that.
I'm
And
gonna-
cutting words.
I'm gonna say something.
To. Okay. Go ahead.
What do you use?
I'm gonna talk in Abyssal.
Okay.
Take out a lighter. You! Stop what you're doing! I'm gonna blow this entire warehouse to smithereens.
Yeah, kill yourself. Are you lying? Bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, roll a deception check.
Can I roll an intimidation check to say that
It's not your turn. Move the tray though. You want to put your bottle on top of the corner.
I'm gonna use my luck.
You're gonna use one of your lucks?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, 19.
Okay. You.
I smack it once above the air. To make it look like it, yeah. Not close to it, just above it.
Sparks fall.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'll do it near it.
Okay.
Not above it, okay.
You would know this as a character.
Wait, isn't it? Oh, never mind.
Sparks fall.
No, I was like, isn't it covered? Yeah, I realized
No, that's the other room. That's the other building. You can see he is not necessarily sure how he's gonna react.
And also, we never finished putting a cover on one of those barrels.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you did it over one of the barrels.
I'm just gonna hold my stuff there, and then I'm gonna give Striker Bard inspiration while I'm at it.
To kill.
Zakil.
Zakil, yes. A little bit.
So you have bardic inspiration, so you can add a D8 to any of your attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws.
Then +5.
Then plus whatever. That's more than +5 for an attack.
No, for the safety throws.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Alright, that's it.
Okay. Then it's A's turn. A is going to start climbing out of things. She's just gonna double dash, and she's in the tunnel because climbing takes 15 feet, so she still needs to go up another 15 feet to get out.
Great.
Only you have the ability of climbing without having reduced movement.
Yeah.
With that,
How many-
Zakil,
Oh.
you're up.
Yeah, 2.
No, like he told me to do something that we gotta be discreet about this. He told him get it into the hole. Get him into the hole.
What are you doing, Zakil? You have to find smite
Eldritch Blast.
for point one.
You know what? I am threatening him in a way.
Wait, that actually is disadvantage.
If you're within 5 feet of a hostile target and you're trying to do a ranged attack, yes, you have disadvantage. That's taken place several times in the other campaign.
I thought this one doesn't get disadvantage. I thought all arrows
It's
are.
any ranged attack: Scorching Ray, Eldritch Blast, Guiding Bolt, stuff like that needs to be at range. If you're within hostile creatures, they distract you, get in the way. They might move your hand. It's dangerous to be up close. That's the bad part. Is you need to be at range, otherwise you're gonna have a hard time. Some DMs that I know too, which I don't necessarily agree with, but they have the range be the 2 values, and the middle point of that is what you use for your range. Anything else beyond that, like spectrum, is at disadvantage. Like being too close for a longbow. That's why I kind of disagree with it, because it's 150 feet too close. Because it's 150 to 600 feet for a longbow. Feels like it's, at that point, it's like, why even use the longbow? So what are you doing, Zakil?
Can I cast the... Can I cast and attack?
Well, it depends on the cast. Is it a bonus action? Is it a action to cast? What's about? What's the name?
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith is a bonus action. You cast it, and its concentration, it raises your AC by it raises you or a friendly creature by 2 AC.
I was gonna raise myself by 2 AC.
Okay, I will double check to make sure it is a bonus action, but I'm pretty sure it's a bonus action. Anyways, so what are you doing after that?
I can attack twice, but I'll take out my sword and ignite it.
That's a bonus action to ignite.
Okay. Like it. No, I didn't take it out when I climbed up.
No. And even if you had, you would have had to put it away to climb.
No, I didn't pull it out and make it. I can
You. So are you doing Shield of Faith, or are you doing the flame?
I'll do.
Shield of Faith is bonus action. Lasts 10 minutes.
Then I'll do Shield of Faith and then I'll attack twice.
Just attack twice? Alright, go ahead and roll the attack. You can still use Divine Smite.
I can use Divine Smite too.
Yes!
Then I'll use that as well.
Does an extra 2d8. It's when you hit. You don't have to cast it until the attack hits. So make a first attack. That's 9, plus all your other stuff. And if you think that it won't hit, you can use a d8. You only get 1 now.
Now you was a. You saw it first. Use that D8.
No, you decide once you roll. You just don't know the total
So
yet.
16. Wait, is flames the same attack bonus?
Yeah, it's the same attack bonus as everything else. So it should be strength plus your proficiency.
So it's just that's 7 on here, so that's why.
Yeah, it should be 7 because your strength is plus 3. So
I think that.
okay, so you go to swing down, carve straight into part of him, and does injure him. So you make your second attack as well. Do you want to use Divine Smite on your first one? You can use it on either or. So
I'll use that on the second.
okay,
11's 18.
18 will also hit.
And then I use Divine Smite as well.
Okay, so first or second level?
Second roll.
Second level. So it'll do. We'll just roll the damage in total. So it'll do. Because you didn't ignite it, so it's 2d8 plus 6 for the weapon attack, and then for Divine Smite at second level, it's 3d8 on the top of that.
I can roll as well.
So 5d8. 5d8 plus 6.
8,
12, 13, 14, 20 plus 6, so 26 points of damage. As you just...
I'm returning a favor.
The second slash, you can see it carves straight into him, and this burst of like divine energy kind of ricochets out of the wound, and just blood is just
What color?
pouring out. It's dark purple.
Yum.
But after that point, you can see some of it just starts to kind of like course over and immediately like kind of solidify. Anything else you wanted to do? So that's some movement. Other than that, that's all you got.
I circle around him.
Yeah, you can move around him.
And I don't move out of so he doesn't get an opportunity to attack on me.
Will, what are you doing?
Top
Top of the initiative order. Will, you're up.
You have to move. I look at him. If I use sword burst effect, is that a bonus action or an action?
What's the effect?
So it's a weekend, isn't it?
Well, it's a different thing.
This is
Feature.
different.
It's not called Sword Burst. We haven't actually officially named
I can
it.
expand one mark. You are under the sword burst effect for 1 minute. The creature who enters or starts their turn within the effect makes a dexterity saving or take 1d6 of piercing damage.
Okay, it's a bonus action, and it's any creature. So by doing it right now, you're going to be affecting each of your allies. You don't get to pick which ones don't get affected.
You could move closer to him.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm seeing if I can get over here so I can get advantage.
You could, yeah, easily. Just
That's Oh,
that's
is it?
no,
No,
that's
Oh,
this is
yeah,
it.
okay.
You can move here. So 5, 15, 25, 30.
Does will on get effect since she's like right there?
She's underneath you. She's not gonna get hit, but if she tries to come up, she will. But she can see it, so. That's not happening. I have a 15-foot little ring. Look at that. I'm proud.
So I
I got
that
that from
right.
work.
Oh, you actually took that word?
An empty label ring.
Oh, nice.
Let's start utilizing them.
How was Source Storm?
What's that effect? Yeah.
You wanna read
It's
it,
been a
or-
while since I've
Yeah, I
even
know.
made this.
I copied what you did.
This is the level 9 effect.
Yep.
At your expense.
If it seems wrong to you, let me know that I'll change it.
This is an action to use.
That's an action.
It's an action to use, and it's a 15-foot circle. So that would affect. It would also affect Zakil.
Pokemon. You can take it.
I mean, if it's safety throws,
It is a saving throw, otherwise you take half damage. So you'll still get hurt. And that's by expending 2 marks.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to expend 1 mark. Sword burst effect.
Okay, so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
do I have to make one?
No, it's only within that ring, so you're good. He fails, so he takes the 1d6 of slashing damage. So go ahead and roll d6. 3 points.
Don't add. Yeah. Okay, I don't add. Yeah.
I'm glad I
Oh, I had
got.
advantage.
I did what I did. I'm glad I hit first because I hit.
Yeah, it's important. It's intentional.
And I'm just gonna straight attack.
Alright, so you attack twice, yeah?
Advantage.
At advantage, yeah. Is it twice or once? Can't remember if we changed it to where you have extra attack at level 5. And
I
that would
only
be.
did damage him by 2 points if like he damaged me, or 1 point actually.
1 because our level 5 is a.
That's
feature.
right, we haven't decided yet, so we might.
So
Might
you
rework that.
could have level 7 to be the extra attack because it's nothing, but that's up to you.
Level 7 generally for like class features don't actually.
Yeah, I know it doesn't have
But-
anything, but
We'll figure that out later once we playtest. That's all. At this point, that's what the phase
so
is.
right now we're doing 1.
Okay, yeah. So make your attack with advantage. It's plus your wisdom, plus your
20, 30, 20.
30, 20. That's going to hit, believe it or not. So go ahead and roll your d8. Yeah,
Yes.
d8 plus your wisdom.
Yeah, because this thing is like 16 and lower.
That doesn't count.
As far as you can tell, you don't know what it actually is.
Well, I mean, from what I've hit, I did 16 and 18.
9 point. You have 5 in wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
That's 20 up.
Damn.
Remember, I'll let you check just to
Yep,
make sure.
I couldn't remember. That's all. So yeah, you just slice straight into him. You can see like this purplish ichor begin to pool out from.
Shut the fuck up!
Anything else you wanted to do? You got some nothing. That's your bonus,
Yeah.
movement, and action.
Yep.
So at the start of his turn, he has to make another dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Saves.
I thought it was
Saves.
Ernst's turn next.
Nope. It goes
Yep.
him
he's-
and then Juno.
Okay.
So what he does, he does not believe you, and instead, do it. I will live, and none of you will survive. You also weren't holding your action to do it, so you have to wait on your turn
Yeah.
to do it. And this, like, as he shouts, the entire area begins to kind of reverberate briefly as the cobblestone that's on the ground, or not on the ground, that's in several different like portions of the room, just start to cling to him in several different places. Just
The platinum.
the platinum doesn't actually do anything. It's the cobblestone that's nearby,
Oh, just
and
rock.
like it comes through the walls, portions of it, and he begins to just like coat himself in this thick, stony, like skin.
He's stoned.
After he shouts,
to that.
just he goes, and out of several different portions of his arm, just like there's like jagged, rocky intrusions begin to burst out from both of his arms. And from his arms, he shoots 8 projectiles at you.
Oh.
At him?
Yes, so make
Can I
a dexterity saving throw.
Can I block it?
It is not an attack, it is an effect.
Damn.
The dexterity you said?
Dexterity
I
saving
give
throw.
him +5 for myself.
You get +5 because of his effect. So +5 plus your normal dexterity saving throw.
Can I use my reaction to go to level 5 or not?
24.
That is not a reaction.
Okay.
24.
24? It actually might be, but we'll double check. Yeah, easily. You see them come by, and you kind of dodge out of the way. As you're like about to like hold it, trying to threaten him, bullshitting him, he shoots these at you, and you dodge out of the way. Some of them still collide with you, so you still take half damage of 8d8. Or 8d6, sorry.
Oh, damn, I might have to do on my turn.
8d6 plus 8.
I can go down from this, guys. Just saying.
I know, I gotta figure find it.
I mean, hang on. How much is that max?
Spare the dying.
That's
40 something.
40 something? But
Well,
that's-
half, so 30 at max. 32 at max.
Okay. I still live, but barely.
Each turn is 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each full round is 6 seconds.
Oh, full round.
So 4 6s, that's 24. That's 30, 35 reduced down. 35 plus 8. So 43 reduced down. You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as several of these rocks just collide into your body at maximum speed. When he unleashes these as well, you can see this rocky protrusion begin to form at behind his waist, and just this massive stony tail just rips out from behind him and just like no, it's a tail, and it just unleashes behind him. He looks at you, get out of the way, and he tries to shove Will out of the way to dive down the hole. So make a athletics check, opposed athletics check.
Oh, we know where you're going, boys.
Ooh, nice one.
24. So he shoves you out of the way. So you're going to scoot over here. And he's going to dive in with this massive
Does
burst
he
of
have
speed.
an opportunity attack?
You do. You have an opportunity attack if you want to take it. Okay, make your attack roll.
Nat 20.
Oh! So
This might change something?
no, it doesn't change anything. It just does double dice damage. So you do a D8, so it does 2d8 plus 3. Do you want to use Divine Smite?
Yes.
What level? Level 2? So you do an additional 6d8 because it doubles the Divine Smite.
So how much do you
So 8d8 plus 3.
8 d8s?
Yep. Because Divine Smite adds d8.
9.
9. 19. 25.
Last
29 plus 3, 32 points of damage as you just... after you cut into him this time, because what was the first 2 dice? That was 9, right? Plus 3, so that's 12. When you do the first initial cut, you can see that the rocky protrusions are actually blocking portions of it, and then this divine energy sinks into him, just this massive burst of light emanates from inside of him. Make sure you're marking your spell slots, by the way, because I think you have only 1 second level spell left.
So
Yes.
for our class, our weapon is a magical weapon, so do I get a +1? Almost because it's a magical weapon?
No, what it is it just ignores resistances. But thank you for that, because your weapon would ignore the resistance that he has to slashing anyway.
So it ignores resistance.
It ignores resistances.
Okay.
Not immunities, but resistances.
Okay.
Man, this
Command is you point at a creature, and if they make a failed wisdom saving throw, they have to you tell them a single word command that they have to do on their next turn.
and I can't do that right now.
Nope. It's also an action. So you cut into him, and this divine energy just bursts out.
I can't do my aura either, can I?
Your aura is basic.
Oh, there's Radiant Soul.
I don't know that.
Starting at 30.
Anyways.
Oh, wait, never mind. That would have to be my Radiant Soul, my wings, and everything else.
Yeah. So he shoves you out of the way after getting this cut that comes right across his back, and he dives into this hole. You just hear it on his just like push, just just slammed into the wall. She's also going to take a little bit of damage because she was pushed into the ground. And when he moves, you actually just barely caught a glimpse of him as his after image was still there from the massive amount of speed he just launched outwards with, and he dives into the hole. All right, Juna. You are bleeding profusely.
I turn around quick. I fill my glass vials with.
It's gonna take a few actions to fill multiple of them.
Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna chase. To drink my own potion, does it just... Is it
To drink your own potion is a bonus action. To give to someone else...
How much is the greater give you?
44 plus 4.
Okay.
Superior is 8d4 plus 8.
I need to go find out.
Is your door still open? Your dimensional door?
No, it's a
no,
single...
it's a single
It's not...
use.
It's... The dimension door is less of a door. What it is you just appear. It's literally like a teleportation.
Oh, okay.
You move from one place to another, and it can even bypass like natural barriers and stuff because you appear in another place. It's not you're going through something. It's just you literally appear somewhere else.
Yeah, let me see. I'm checking some quick. So I'm not doing that. I didn't think he was gonna run away. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I met my paladin.
I'm gonna drink a greater potion.
Okay, 44 plus 4. 6. Ooh, that is 14 plus
18.
4, 18 points of healing. That's pretty good. Probably needed that.
And then I'm gonna start sprinting after him too.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Are we still in initiative and stuff?
Yeah, still an initiative.
I'm gonna touch while I'm running. I'm gonna touch Zakio
Good job.
and give him a long stride.
Is that an action to cast? Or a bonus action?
Action.
Okay.
Then that next region.
Gives him 10 feet.
So if I use a level 2, it says I can give it to more people. Can I do that and then run up to Will and give it to him?
Let's see here. Long stride. Yeah.
I think it has to be like...
I will double check. L. Long strider. Range, touch. Touch creature. At higher levels, it casts using spell slot that literally you can target one additional creature for each spell slot above first. So yeah, you can just walk by, press them.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
If you do that, you're gonna walk into his sword burst.
Yeah.
That's.
You can also give it to yourself.
That's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, so I have level 3. Okay, why not? I'm gonna cast 3, hit myself, touch Zakio, and then I want to run through the sword burst, touch Will, and then jump down.
Okay, so
Save it all.
yeah,
Plus
dexterity
5
saving throw. Plus, well, it's 10 feet, yeah? So, yeah, that'd be within range. So, plus 5 to your dex save, in addition to whatever you normally would roll.
Is it?
It's right over there. It's over there.
Who put it over here?
You.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like a third. Easily. You just kind of walk in, this aura kind of fills over you, and you just phase right through one of them. You just matrix under it, sliding. Grab at the gooch and then go down. We had the same fucking idea. Are you kidding me?
We hung out with each other too much.
I feel...
You feel grass, and now you feel very agile.
I feel unease.
I shift up his gear.
So we'll
restriction.
say, yeah, because so what ends up happening is you have 40 feet of movement now.
Yep.
So you also, all three of you have 10 feet of movement in addition to your normal. 5, 15, 20. You can see Anu is at the very bottom of the tunnel, just on her back.
And I'm just gonna. Is it 20 feet drop?
20-foot drop, yeah.
I'm gonna jump for it.
Okay, you're gonna end up jumping on top of her. She's right at the bottom of it. Or you can try to climb. You'll take more movement.
Okay, yeah, I'll just climb.
Okay. So you start climbing down. You're gonna be filling up the tunnel as well, so.
Yeah. So I'll be quick.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can't. Never mind. I was like, can't start with that.
No, you use your action. So that's your turn. An's turn is going to just she looks up at you. Ow! Looks back. Ow!
That's the abyssal creature.
I got that. She gets up. Is going to cast
Rough for terrain.
Yeah. She's gonna cast first level Cure Wounds on you.
On me?
Yeah, you look pretty injured. Are you only missing 3 hit points? Oh, then
I'm missing like 3.
she would give it to herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like.
She got hurt a lot from
Yeah.
those 2d6.
What, like,
Oh, she did not roll very well. So she casts Cure Wounds, and you kind of see like a scratch heal over.
Motherfucker.
She climbs up to get behind you guys.
I don't want to
So
come down.
she's... Because, okay, so here's the ring. So she's not within the ring when she comes up. She's going to just skirt over here.
We're going down, not up!
Yeah, but I can't do anything. I'm going to get out of the way. We're going to use...
A lot. You're the heavy hitter right now.
Until you run out of spell slots. Then you're going to be kind of shit out of luck.
Not me.
That's what she does. Alright, Zakil. And you jump, you're about 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You are 5 feet from the ground. You can just let go, and you're on the ground.
I'm scared.
Yeah, you look behind you, you can see standing like at the end of the passage is the massive dude just
I should have came down first.
shit.
As you realize, the heavy hitter is still up top.
What are you doing, Zakil?
I'm going to drink a potion of creature.
Potion of healing?
Yeah.
Greater potion? I think that's the only one you have. So 44 plus 4.
Give him another dice.
1, 2, 3, 1. So that is 7 plus 4, 11 points of healing.
11 points?
11's good.
Yeah, that's true.
It's better than the fucking cure one she got.
68.
Well, 1. Plus 2, so 3 in total. What? What did you say?
Yeah, 68 because I took.
Yeah, you got hurt quite a bit.
I mean, 10 less than my maximum hit points, which is bad. So.
Yeah, you took
So what
20.
are you gonna do? Jump down?
Yep, you have a bonus action, or that was your bonus action. You still have your action and movement, and 40
I'm
feet.
gonna ignite my sword.
That's a bonus action.
That is like can't do that.
You can use your action to do it. I'll say that's fine.
Or you can swim too. You make it down here.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna ignite my sword and run down there.
Okay, yeah. So 5,
I just wanted to go in with a little bit more
15,
health.
20. You can get 5 feet in front of Zakil.
That is fine.
Or
with
in
me.
front of Judah.
That is fine. With me.
Yeah, you stand in front of her, just like shield out with your flame-tongued
Woman
sword.
is here.
That's your action, movement, and bonus. So, top of the initiative order, Will.
Can I dispel my thing?
Yeah, you can do that.
So I'm gonna dispel that.
Yeah, because it's concentration, so just...
I'm gonna have my Is it bonus action to take my shield off?
No, you just have your shield on.
So I don't know if I can go in. Or I can get in front of you.
I mean, you can still dash.
You know, we had 80 feet to dash now.
80-foot dash, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to catch up then.
Okay, so 5, you can get 20 feet down, so you'll still have 15 feet of movement. You can get halfway
And so
between
you're pretty much
him
the
and the
closest.
passage. So you'll get 10 feet in front of Zakil.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least it'll be much more room.
Okay. I'm gonna mark.
So what's the guy right now? Right there?
Yeah, that's as far as he goes.
Now it looks like he's charging us, which this would be a terrible idea.
And I can't prepare for like a projectile, right?
You can take the defense action, which would raise your AC by 2, I believe. If you have a shield. No, it's the dodge. You can be prepared to avoid something, and that'll give them disadvantage.
I guess I'll prepare for that.
Okay, take the dodge action. Okay, so if they attack on disadvantage against you. Okay,
It is his turn.
it is, in fact, his turn.
Is it a guy?
It's an it.
Oh. This will be just.
So a thing.
A thing. You
Fantastic Four.
pretty much. So what he does is you can see and we'll bring the end of the city. Places both of his hands, you can see this like thick purplish energy begin to form across his hand. The entire passage right in front of you is blocked by 2 massive boulders
No!
that block off the passage in front of you.
Not the boulders!
So as far as you can tell,
So-
he closes in the tunnel. At least directly in front of you. You did not close in the tunnel, but closed in front of you.
Just close in front of me.
Yeah, you can't even see beyond it. The only light that you can see is from his flame-tongued sword, which is engulfing this area with light.
There's no way I can. Oh, okay, you blocked it off.
That's it. So that's as far as you can tell of what happens. Juna, that's what you see.
Okay. That was my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did everything else in his turn.
Fuck. Ding. So I know what the layout in front of us is, right? What's past that door?
It's less of a door. You can't even see beyond it.
Okay.
You do not have another dimension door. Because you used 2 4th level spells. Yes, you did.
Yeah, I have one more. I have 3 level.
Oh, you have 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has 3.
Oh, I thought you only had 2.
No, he has 3. He has 1 level 5.
Alright. Zakir, you coming with me?
Let's go.
Alright. So where are you going from?
Where he,
So
to where he was standing.
So here's the thing. This is a dead end. So it's right where he was standing.
Yeah.
Okay. You appear. I'm gonna scoot a little bit because this is 20 feet or 25 feet across. Going down quite a ways. With 5-foot trench going down. Let's do this to resemble what that's the tunnel from before. You just grab him, appear here.
Do I see him?
You see him.
I definitely see
80 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 80. 80 feet down the tunnel.
Alright. I sprint towards him.
You got 40 feet.
You mean?
Because you already used your action
Oh, yeah.
to use
Yeah.
Dimension Door.
Alright, I'm gonna go 40 and knock my bowl and get ready.
Okay. You do have a bonus action too. If you wanted to use like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright. That also lasts an hour without concentration. So that's what you do. A's turn. She will call out, "What happened?" You don't hear. You two don't hear shit
we don't
because
hear
that wall blocks all sound.
Yeah, it's like the other tunnel that we blew open.
Oh yeah.
The tunnel's blocked off, and he's getting away, but the other 2 is chasing them after him right now. I'm guessing he's heading towards the lair of the rich.
Then we need to get out of this room.
Then let's go. Hurry up.
Alright, so what she's going to do is she's going to go over here, and she's going to just try to peel off as many of the boards from the door as possible. So, her action... Hey! She actually rips off 2 boards. She goes...
She's pissed.
She rips out 2 of the 8 boards that were on this door. So there's 6 more. With a very nice natural 15. That's her turn. Zakil, you see 80 feet down this shithole. Because you also have 120 feet of dark vision. You technically wouldn't have seen him. But you would have
There's only
assumed
one way.
there's one tunnel.
And there's only one way he's...
Yes.
One
One
place
direction
he's
that he's able... Well, one direction he's going, and also... This is only a single passageway. You would immediately know. You don't know which tunnel he would go, depending on like the
that's
spread.
That's how we do it with that rock. Shit. Oh.
But what do you do, Zakil? You have 40 feet of movement. You can see he's up 80 feet away. You gotta be thinking about your turns when in the middle of your turns.
I know, I was debating if I wanted to use Eldritch Blast.
I mean, you have 300 feet for Eldritch Blast.
I know.
I mean, no, you could just also sprint at him to catch up so he doesn't, run away more.
You could also try Command.
I mean, what's the range on command? 60 feet? Pretty sure it's 60 feet. Switch right to the page.
Darkness would be helpful.
Command is 60 feet. And it has to be a single one-word response that gives you examples like stop. You could say stop, so you would stop moving at that point. But so
he
you have to
says
get,
it
yeah.
So past me was in front of me.
That'd actually be the same distance. So here. So you're gonna try to cast command.
Should just like. Eldritch Flash, aim for the feet.
Okay, you make 2 Eldritch Blast shots. So, first one.
13.
Plus your charisma. Charisma and proficiency.
We know you
So,
have my bodies in this version.
Plus 9.
Plus 9. So.
23 is gonna hit, so roll you a second. 27, believe it or not, actually misses. No, it hits. So you roll 2d10. And that is it. Because you did not take the other damage. So 5 points of force damage. Just see him like get hit a little bit.
Turns around, like, how did
Does not seem to stop. He does turn around. No, you won't catch me. Plants both of his hands into the ground, just digging into it. As you can see, like this dark, ichorish energy forming over his palms. You have a bonus action. Probably don't have much. Getting a hot vibe. Getting tense.
Oh yeah, that's a secret.
That's not a bonus action.
Moving on.
We're gonna continue on anyways, because so Will, what are you gonna be doing
I'm gonna
here?
go help.
I can't use hold person.
It's an action. I am like 90% sure Shield of Faith is like the only bonus action spell that you have.
Protection.
Action. Action.
Actually,
Actually, Wrathful Smite is a bonus action.
Wait, raffle.
Wrathful Smite, yeah. Most of the smites that aren't like Divine Smite and stuff are bonus actions. Like Thunder Smite,
What does?
which is the one that like hurts them if they move.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action.
What
What?
about Hellish Rebuke? What does
Hellish Rebuke is a reaction.
Alright.
Has the trigger when you get hit.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have used that when he slapped the shit out of you.
Is it tiefling?
No, as a warlock, you can just take that spell.
I thought this was just dedicated to tiefling only.
No. Yeah, Wrathful Smite is a bonus action. It's concentration though, so you would lose Shield of Faith. And all it would do is make them afraid of you. Or not even afraid, it would do an extra d6.
That's not really worth it.
Are you sure?
Well, fuck. D6, you said?
They become frightened of you for the minute. As an action, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC to steal its resolve and end the spell effect. They take an extra 1d6 psychic damage. Or become afraid of you for that 1 minute. Which gives them disadvantage on all attack rolls with you in sight, and they cannot willingly run towards you.
That doesn't really help because he's already running away from us.
So what are you doing? Well, we're gonna move on.
Move on.
Okay, Will, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go back up the hole and cut the wood from the other door. So it's about
You have 40 feet of movement and your gloves. Important, your gloves.
Yeah.
You can make it up there with your 40 feet of movement. You're just gonna start cutting away. Just
cut and make this faster.
go ahead and make an attack roll. Just make actually an athletics check to see like how much force you can give it to drive straight down.
Good thing to break it. Oh,
I'll also say you can add your proficiency to it as well because it's a fucking door.
5, 10.
10. Yeah, you wouldn't it just be 9?
It's a door.
9.
Yeah. You still get one of them at least. You just yank out chunks of this wood as some of the planks just rip out. You still have a bonus action if you wanted to do anything?
I can't.
I'll just say you can do it again. You can, yeah.
Screw that.
Roll another one.
No.
Alright, yeah, you get another one. Just so 4 of the 8 planks are gone. It's that guy's turn. What he does is you can see his hands clasped down and his tail flutter briefly.
Stuff in here.
And there's an after image behind him, and he just dashes far beyond both of your sights. Just
Darkness wouldn't have helped
He's
either.
not gonna get away. Fuck him, so I'm gonna
yeah, that's his turn.
expand my wings.
Okay, yeah, you get 60 feet, so then 70 feet.
Time to dash!
Okay, you're moving 140 feet. He is moving 160 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, time. Does that take an action of 2? Well, never mind. No.
To flutter them, I want to say it does.
Okay, so I should only go
You'd only go 70 on the first one.
Okay.
I'll double check, but it might be a bonus action. Where's my DM?
Remember, you're an archer.
I know, but I don't have a way to use my action, so.
Things
But I can't see him. I can't see him either. He's too far.
Yeah, because shit, I erased the layout of the map. So it was down, and then there was an intersection. So,
Do you have a picture?
I do. That's a good point. I do have a picture. I can just bring it up. Wings of Flying. As an action, you can speak its command word and begin to fly for 1 hour.
Okay.
So 70 feet, you're not going to reach that
Yeah.
intersection, and he's out of sight.
Still gonna. I know he's only one place.
It lasts an hour, so you still have that for the free hour. You have a bonus action. Healing word yourself.
We're missing 3 health.
You could have healing word Zakil.
How much health are you missing?
10.
Yeah.
Heal! Hurry up! And he's just flapping his wings in the distance.
I'll just do a level 1.
Okay. So you get
4.
4 points of healing.
I think it's plus 3.
Yeah, it's plus 3 for your charisma. Because your DC is 15. So.
Yep.
Okay. Then we go to A's turn. A. She's gonna start to rip off some more. Easily, with both of her, with her action and bonus action, rips off 2 more. One handing it for each with a natural fucking 20. Just rips them off the wall. You actually see behind the rope, she's got some pretty distinct muscle going on here. She actually does have a +5 to athletics. That's her turn. Zakil. You see Juna just flap her wings in the far distance.
Wait, doesn't she have a bonus action or she already used that?
She used that to rip off 2.
Okay.
My own wings don't really help me.
Same with the natural 20. She was able to get off 2 with 1. She ripped off another one with her bonus action.
So
So there's only 1 plank left. So I still have to do the same thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, you just saw the abyssal creature plant both of his hands and feet into the ground, just the earth kind of just tremoring from his palms, just... You can actually see where he stood. There's several like indentations into the cobblestone ground.
Question.
Yes.
Can I use haste on myself?
That's an action to cast. It's concentration. It doubles your current movement speed.
Yes. So can I use that myself though?
Yeah, you can use it on
Because
yourself. It lasts 1 minute.
Choose a winged creature that you can see.
You can choose yourself.
Okay.
Just so you know, you're chasing after a very powerful creature alone with 39 hit points.
Yeah.
And he did 21 when you saved. Just keep that in mind.
My own wings don't help.
No, your wings give you 30 feet of movement.
For a minute.
So, yeah, just double check something on launch strider as well.
So how much farther am I ahead of him?
Well,
Of
I know, I'm trying to figure out if launch strider affects your movement speed or your walking speed. Because if it's only your walking speed, your flight would not be affected. So I'll look that up. So you're either 60 or 70.
I'll say he's gonna do it with movement speed. So you're walking speed.
In this one, I'm just going to start running ass.
Hauling ass?
I can't, my wings aren't going to
Just says your speed increases by 10.
Does it really?
So, yep. So your flight
I'm fast as
increases.
fuck.
Yep. 70 is fast. And then if you hasted, you'd have 140.
If I sprint.
You could theoretically, with that kind of speed as well, you could use your action dash. Normal movement. Hasted action dash. Because your hasted action can be used as another attack, another action, to use item,
So I can
another
move-
dash. You could move 420 feet.
In 6 seconds.
In 6 seconds.
How-
You are going, I did the math on this before, because a quick link goes 160 feet. If they were, like, hasted. You would be moving about 65 miles per hour. In a tunnel. It's just like, if you're like going the flash, you hit the fucking wall, blood splatter. Like, that's what you would be.
Zakir comes up.
Zakil, what are you doing?
I'm running down the hall.
Just sprinting after him 80 feet. So you just see behind you,
Wait for me!
as his speedy ass legs are just hauling ass behind you, full speed. You can see him because he's got 120 feet, and he was 80 feet. No, he's still just barely out of sight from you. But, you know, there you go.
She's back in ass.
Will,
Capital.
what are you doing? rip it off. You just yank it out. Door wide open now. Several gashes into it as well from your sword.
Let's go.
You just donkey kick the door open and just sprint on out. Both of you are hauling ass throughout the city to go to the place.
Dispel my sword.
Dispel the sword? Okay, yeah, just that's gone. You're sprinting through the city. It's going to take you quite a while. It might take you less time or equal amount of time than they would because they have to turn and stuff.
I think he can get there before On though because he has. Well,
Before On, yes. On was going to try to keep up. She's going to start falling back though.
Probably want to make it before me because I think there's less distance.
You think so?
The thing is that you guys have tunnels. You got to go straight, then turn, go another direction.
Oh, I'm the one who memorizes the tunnel, so.
I have a map though.
He's got the map.
Oh, okay.
No, I got the map.
No, you were looking at the map. You still remember the
Yeah,
map.
you only.
No, I said I took the map.
Regardless, we're going to assume he has the map.
I'll back to On, get the commander.
She will sprint off to go find the commander. That is what you tell her to do. Alright. It is the dude's turn. Faster.
Faster?
Gone somewhere else. Not faster, but gone somewhere else.
I turn around. Haste.
To him?
Yeah.
So you have a movement speed now of 80 feet base. Let me tell you what haste does. Because haste is a very interesting spell. Lasts 1 minute. Just so you know. And at the end of that minute, you are fucking waste a turn. At the end of that minute. Haste.
That was your movement. You get two more actions.
So
Two
you have. So here's everything that you get. That's a 3rd level spell. Let's mark that.
I did.
Till the spell ends, your speed is double. You gain 2 to AC, so you have 24 in AC right now. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. You gain additional action on each of your turns. That action can be only used to take the attack action, dash, disengage, hide, or use object. When the spell ends, you cannot move or take actions until the next of your turn as the immediate lethargy effect and all your muscles just tensing up. So basically, you waste a turn at the end of that minute.
So after 10 turns.
10 turns.
You're gonna be hauling it?
Alright, yeah, you are moving.
Well, he's not his turn.
Well, yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah. So you are flapping just
Trying to keep up, slowpoke.
with it as you're saying that he's already passing you. Because you both are basically supposed to be moving at the same
But he's
time.
moving a little bit faster.
I mean, he can move 240 feet. You can move 140.
I mean, this time you can now move. He was just running side by side. Haste. Boom.
Yeah, it's pretty much like you hit him, he immediately just bursts out. A goes to find the commander. Zakil, you're just sprinting after him? Alright.
My sword's still
And
in
then you're just running
Important
towards.
question. You come to a triple intersection, you do not see him. Which side do you go?
I can't know. Another because I don't help you either.
Let me look at my map.
Oh, you have to. Oh, he has to look down on it though.
Mm-hmm. And it's dark.
Not my sword.
Oh, yeah, then you're fine. Yeah, so you could read it if you just pulled it out.
Pull it out quickly and then go the right way.
Well, you would know that going straight ahead of you would be the fastest route,
That's what
unless he went to the Mastiff's house to crawl up.
Why?
I'm gonna go straight and try to get to the lair.
Okay, going straight, you can see him. Well, no, because he had 240 feet or 160 feet ahead of you. Legendary action, another dash.
He would be at like 120, so I think you can see him a little
Dark
bit.
vision 100.
120 feet, yep, I'm just trying to do math, because from you, he moved another 160. So yeah, you'd be able to see him.
Just barely.
Just barely. You can see him towards the end. You can see, he sees you.
Impossible!
He's just trying to haul ass.
Just
Also,
this guy
he's
chasing
rolling.
him with a flame.
No. No. Okay. Yeah, you are not pleasant looking. All right,
Right.
top of the initiative order. Will, you're just making your way down there.
I think
All
all pretty much all is running.
right. He hauling ass away, gets out of your sight again. Juna,
Yeah,
you're
I'm just-
picking up speed, 140. You're basically getting left behind because
Yeah.
he's going 240.
Oof.
You see the red sword in the distance.
Oh, hang on. There's one more thing I want to cast. Maybe.
Dude, how many spell slots you have left?
He's burning through all his upper ones. He's got plenty of seconds.
I'm out of 4 and 5. I have 2 more 3s, 2 more 4 more 2s, and 3 more 1s.
Yeah, he's got plenty of his low levels.
Okay.
All of his higher ones are pretty much gone now. You said you're out of 4s and 5s, and you have 2
Yep.
level 3s left?
Yep.
Okay. Our spellcasters, man, got all the balance. Like, I gotta do stuff.
4, 3, 3, 3, 1.
Just know if you cast haste again, you're gonna lose his haste, and then he gets lethargic and skips a turn.
Fuck. Okay, it doesn't work. Alright, that's it.
Alright, you're just dashing. His turn, Zakil. Okay, so he's moving 160, so you're gonna gain 80 feet on him every turn. Unless you wanted to stop to cast like Eldritch Blast or something within sight.
I'm gonna chase this fucker down.
So you
I'm
so he's now 40 feet from you.
Is that 2 or 3 turns? No.
That is 2 turns.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep a tracker.
Once he's done, he's like,
back.
he's like, oh fuck.
So as you get after you turn a corner easily, you guys are both just hauling ass. It's still gonna take a while to get to the place, but you guys are moving 8 times faster. I think it's you normally moving 30 at brisk pace.
So
You're moving 240, so yeah,
40
8
miles an hour.
times.
Is that 40 miles an hour?
A little bit, yeah. It's a high-speed chase in this fucking tunnel. You guys are going just as fast as your carts were before. Just fucking
Oh, you
full
just think how
speed.
fun that would be, just like, fuck this.
That's a thing to catch up to people, especially in carts. Like if you've done like haste or something, if you have their little
Can you do that on a
spells.
horse?
You can haste the horse.
Oh, ooh.
I'm not sure if that's how that's gonna affect you if you fall off.
Oh,
Anyways,
That'll be
he's 40 feet from you.
You ain't losing me.
Will, you're just making your way. He stops briefly, just and 3 spines from the ground just shoot up towards you. So make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
with the bandit.
Plus 3. Gotcha.
Oh.
Saved. You got like a plus 6 to your dex save.
Yeah.
You're good. You see these things start to burst down. You just jump briefly and twist your body the way they just.
Like in that Spider-Man 1.
You still take half damage.
Hit damage. This guy fucking keeps that.
You take
3 points of piercing damage. Roll a 1, 2, and a 3 on 3d8.
Bitch can't focus when I'm chasing them.
Well, I mean, he's a fast fucking dude. With
Yeah,
that
that's
as well,
something
he just
right.
turns, still dashes his 160.
Oh, that was a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
He's in his lair.
Oh, he's in?
Oh, this is his lair.
Oh,
This whole sewage passage is his lair, and in his lair, he's got benefits.
Yeah, the legendary action.
That's not the legendary action. This is legendary action is in between turns. He'd be able to do stuff. This is during his lair allows him to do specific things as a bonus action.
So
If he was on the surface, he wouldn't be able to do that.
So you can do like bonus action stuff as a bonus action.
Which is
Certain things, not everything. Certain things, like the
Nice.
fucking rock pelt. That's an action still. Speaking of which, I need to roll to see if he recharges that.
Which is why he didn't fucking go to the massive house.
Mm-hmm. All right, Juna.
Yep, I'm just dashing.
Dashing 140 feet. They're out of your sight at this point. Well,
I
you
know-
can see
I know-
the red sword.
Well,
Can
I
you hear me
know where they're going though.
Yes,
I guess
you
you might know where they're going.
You do.
Can you hear me shouting at him?
Oh, you can still hear everything. Just the.
All you can hear is.
And then I'm yelling at this guy as I'm chasing them.
I mean, yeah, but he's not gonna be able to. She's not gonna be able to do anything. A's turn. Sakil. So he was 40. He's 200 feet. You could move with your full movement directly next to him.
Yeah.
All right. You.
Stop, bitch!
Yeah,
Stop it.
you're right there.
Let's go.
You do have a bonus action. If there's anything you wanted to do,
Swinging my sword.
that's an action
I can.
attack.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you don't have anything still because you still have Shield of Faith up.
Yeah.
That's the third turn.
Oh wait, would Sprout using my protector, my aura, not my protector.
That's an action.
Radiant Soul.
That's an action.
Right. Top of the initiative.
Pretty sure Radiant Soul is, unless that's from being the Asimar, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, using Radiant Soul is an action.
Yeah, there it says it.
Okay. Will.
Are any cantrips? Like,
Very few are bonus actions. Like, very few. And I'm pretty sure you didn't have any of them. Yeah, even guidance, which gives you a D4 to a roll, that's an action. Alright, it's the dude's turn. Seeing you, he's going to take...
Can I just like ready a shield for an attack then?
that's an action to use something like that, though.
Okay.
That's the thing. You had to basically use your entire turn to dash up to him, other than your bonus action. Or you could have gone past him if you wanted to. By another 40 feet. Just
turn around.
and you have an AC of 24. He's probably not going to hit you. I mean, there's still a chance.
Critical hit.
25% chance, in fact.
Oh, I did the math.
Oh, yeah.
It's still a quarter chance.
That's still a quarter chance, but it's a quarter chance. So what he's going to do, he sees you. What he's going to do is he's just going to whip his tail around, just make a strength saving throw.
The disadvantage or
No. 2 plus all your stats.
You know we have my Bardic Inspiration.
You do have Bardic Inspiration, which gives you a D8 if you wanted to use that. In addition to your... If you think... Because right now you have a strength plus 3. What's your strength saving throw? Like, number. Because I think you're proficient in it. Yeah?
strength.
No, you're not proficient in strength. You're proficient in charisma.
8 is my plus strength is
Plus 8? That's in total. So, so 10... If you wanted to use if you thought the D8 will be able to fix it. It's a 6.
16.
yeah.
Just barely enough. Just barely not enough. The
17?
DC is not 18.
So
This massive spiny tail just lashes out at you and it slams you into the
wait,
wall.
was that with the saving throw or the plus 5 though?
Yes, because your strength saving throw is only plus 3. Naturally.
Wait.
It adds, because if you look at all your saving throws, all of those are like plus 8, plus 6, plus 7.
Plus
It's
12,
not all of
plus
those.
14?
Yeah, it's not all of those and then another 5. It added the 5 because of your aura automatically.
Okay.
So it slams you into the wall and you lose half your movement speed on your next turn. So you'll be able to move 120 feet, not 240. And he pushes you about 15 feet. So he's now just going to fucking haul ass. He has to move 160 feet because doing that is an action. Generally, he does it in response with a few attacks, but did not feel like attacking you. Just wanted to get away from you. So, gone.
Did it scare him at all?
Juna, flying in. You hear.
Uh-oh, that sound that.
You can see the flame sword just like kind of engulf briefly by a few rocks and then emerge. You see that he also ducks and turns in the corner as well. As you guys have made ridiculous progress down this tunnel.
Where would we be in the tunnels right now?
The other tri-intersection.
That would be right next to the Smith's house.
Man, the
wouldn't
thing
it?
about that,
Yeah,
we did
close
this. The we did this in the surface. Just people were like, the fuck?
Possible if certain circumstances. If you didn't get him inside the place, it would have been outside the place.
And that would probably been
That would have been detrimental, the amount of screaming people. Anyways, Juna flying, A going, Zakil.
I'm hauling back after.
Well,
Yeah, you
How
make
much-
he's 40 feet from you, and
How
that's
much damage did I take?
You didn't take damage.
Oh,
It was
okay.
only to reduce your movement speed by half.
Okay.
Will, hauling ass. Dude's turn. Hauling ass. He's going another 160 feet. This time as well, you can see through several of like the portions, it just covers the walkway that you're on, because you're still on foot. It covers the walkway and several of these jagged spines. He just dashes by, flicks up his hand. It forms over it, so you can't go through that.
Neither was flying.
I mean, with flying, you go around it. It only covered that one, or you could try to leap across.
Because there's 2 sides.
It's also a dome, so I mean, if you ever so chose to, you could try to go over it. Just by fucking running the wall.
Going
pretty
fast.
You're going pretty fast.
That's the only
go
reason
fast.
I would let this even possibly happen.
Doesn't he have to roll a...
This would be a dexterity check with advantage, but just a dexterity check, not a saving throw. So you would have still only
I actually
plus
gonna
1
do
to
that.
your check.
So you actually, oh, he's doing it.
With advantage.
Advantage.
That's a dirty 20. You see him like do this, you like leap up to the wall, put a foot, plant off of it, land on the ceiling, still moving, and you like go over just a little bit of a crevice and land back on your feet, still chasing. You just look over. How?
Motherfucker! Humans!
You're going your full speed still.
Get back here! Does he just see the sword start flickering?
Oh yeah, you see like him turn the corner far down the passageway, and then it's just pitch black in front of you.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep going.
Alright, he moves, dude moves.
How close am I?
You are not even remotely, like, you're moving 80 feet. It's still a massive city. So you're moving 160 feet still with your dash, or no, 80 feet with your dash. The only reason that everyone else underground is going way faster is flight, which gives them 70 in total, haste, which gives them 80 in total. They are doubling your pace easily. So they will make it there far before you will.
Yeah.
Which could be bad for them at the same time. Alright, the guy's turn. What he's going to do, I also need to roll to see if he gets his projectile. Nope. He looks at you. Charges at you in a blitz. So make a... no, you don't make anything. He's just going to roll his attacks.
Can't move with that before.
Nat 20.
Reaction.
That is
Shoot.
11. 24? 15. 25% chance. With his, like, one, like, claw, you just, like, easily see it and just dodge briefly. It cuts right across your face.
For next second.
The other one, as you do this, you just kind of, like, smear. The other hand just jabs straight into your abdomen.
Oh, you
like,
can-
lifts you briefly into the air.
Hellish Rebuke.
You can use your reaction to use Hellish Rebuke. Go ahead and roll. He has to make a dexterity saving throw, yeah? 25? His dexterity saving throw is better than his dexterity.
Pretty sure that saves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Because
takes.
it's 17.
I mean, yeah. What spell level are you casting at? First or second? How many sec? Because this would be your last second spell as well, if you were to cast this at second level. It would increase the damage by another d10.
Just go for the one.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'm gonna finish off my second level spells now.
Finish off your second?
Yeah.
So 3d10.
Yes.
Okay, that's 6.
So you-
One more. Reroll that. You didn't even fucking roll it. Alright, there you go. 14 reduced down to 7. As he like punches you in the abdomen, and from the punch, there's like this brief flicker of flame as your sword's like lighted, like energy just fades into it, engulfs his arm, dashes out to the side again. So he moves 160 feet in this direction.
How much damage did I take?
I didn't actually roll that. You're correct. I was too busy.
That time it was definitely an attack.
You definitely got slammed. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage from his fist.
I hate this guy.
It's a powerful, fast dude, and you guys are chasing him down when he had the advantage underground.
So I take 11.
He actually only can move 80 feet because he used his action.
Oh, yes, you did.
So I'm at 58 health again.
Yep.
God damn, I'm back to where we started when we first started this chase.
Oh yeah, you're alone.
No,
Like
you can use your bonus action to drink a potion.
I know you can.
that would be your last potion.
You would be.
That's his turn. He's 80 feet in front of you as you just kind of got lifted into the air. Yeah.
So if I move 70, can I see him then or no?
Because we've kind of slowed down a little bit these past 2 times.
Yeah, you'd be able to see him about like 200 feet down.
Okay.
A little bit further, probably about like 300.
I'm gonna move and then take a shot.
Okay, with your longbow?
Yeah.
So it'll be a disadvantage because of the range.
What's the range on it?
Longbow, I'm pretty sure is like 150 to 600.
Oh. Damn.
So you'll be at disadvantage on the attack.
No, my fucking sprint. Yeah, sprint. If I catch it to
You do not catch up, no.
Oh, do I get close? How close? Much closer I did? To,
Well, they were about 200 feet beyond
so
it.
I move another 70. That would be 130 away.
Yes.
Okay. Damn. All right. I'm coming.
Hurry up,
It's
Solas.
150 to 600.
Okay. Right. That's it.
Yep. Zakil. You just kind of like got lifted into the air, briefly just slam onto the ground, immediately just pick yourself up, brush yourself off.
You could just like move regularly. You catch up.
Yeah, if you move with your hasted action and your normal movement, you'll get right next to him. So you'll still have your action.
You're right, I'm going to attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2 attacks. And it's like that scene. Oh my god, that's gonna hit. A 19, guess what? It's gonna hit. That one won't. that one's gonna miss. So now
I got nothing to up it either, dude.
new. Are you
No,
using
yeah, no,
Divine
go ahead.
Smite on your first hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I can't. I already used all 4 spots. Unless I use it.
You can use a first level.
True. So yeah, I'll use that as well. First level.
Okay. So what happens is he's just like dashing along, kind of expecting you to kind of recoil. You appear like next to him, and he looks over, and you just swing twice. The first one cuts straight across his sides, he was unexpecting it. The second one, you bring it back down, he just slaps the sword back. So you takes. So you deal a D8 plus 3, and then you do an additional 2d8 fire damage. It's either 2d8 or 2d6. Let me actually double check. Because that'll actually affect this. Flame tongue. Wow, straight to the page. 2d6. So re-roll the d8. Your first roll is a 6. So now roll your d6 twice.
6.
15 points of damage as you just bring it down. The flames just lick across.
I told you ain't running.
Okay. So you just rake across him. That's your turn, really. Unless you have a bonus action you can do. Oh, make a Constitution saving throw to see if you retain Shield of Faith.
I got a damage.
You're good. You're good.
You have it.
The DC was 10. was only 10. And you tripled it, for fuck's sake.
You don't need to triple it.
I thought that was my attack.
Yeah, really. It wouldn't increase the fire damage, because that's a magical enchantment from the blade.
No, but for the second attack, that would have been perfect at least.
Yeah, okay.
You have a bonus action still.
I know, but
You have like Wrathful Smite and stuff. And you also only have first level spells.
Cool question about
You have a potion
the city. Is like all this buildings like really close together?
It's like compact. It's enough space to at least have 2 carts going to and from in the same time. But it's still like passages, there's alleys and going around. So you're still traveling a good like mile or
What
two
is it? I forgot
from
what
one point of
armor
the city
does.
to the other. Because you have to get all the way down to the sewer portion, which you would remember is way over in this corner and you were up here. So you have to go all the way across.
What does armor do again?
Armor of A.C.T.S. It is an action to cast. Depending on the level that you cast it, you gain temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And when they hit you, if you still have temporary hit points left, they take the same amount of damage that you cast it at. So say you cast it at 2nd level, you'd have 10 temporary hit points. Any creature that hits you when you have them takes 10 cold damage. And that goes up based off of your level. So if you like put it at like 5th level, 25 temporary hit points. Every time someone hits you, they take 25 like cold damage. It can be devastating to easy creatures. Like you could put that on
So that
and
and
walk
how was your
into a
proof?
field. Yeah,
So you'd be like,
ice and cold, icy hot.
it's like there's 2 going fast.
There's
Damn.
tons of like creatures that if they hit you, they would just die.
No, I'm saying,
Yeah, Kobold.
Yeah, but anything
Command,
you're
is
doing,
that a bonus?
Hmm?
Is command an action?
it's an action.
A whole person an
Action.
you've been through this
And
before.
also, you don't have 2nd level spells anymore. So a whole person is a 2nd level spell.
That's right. This is up to level 1.
So yeah, only look at your level 1 spells at this point, because you're not going to have second ones unless you get a short rest in, which you're no way in hell you're going to try to take a short rest right now.
He's going to run in front of him.
It's like, hold on, nap time. That is also because that was the 4th, this is the 5th.
What about cash?
You probably, we're going to move on though.
Yeah.
Will, moving. Dude's turn. He
Is he gonna keep trying to run, or he's gonna come at me?
What he's going to do, make an athletics check. An opposed athletics check. That's pretty good, though. Well, what's your athletics in total?
2 levels, so 18.
Only +2. Your strength is +3.
I forget what my
I thought athletics was.
Well, he rolled a natural 19.
Yeah, 3.
So 19. He rolled a natural 19. He grabs you as you're kind of like hovering there briefly, just slams you into the wall, and several of the rocky protrusions as this thick purplish ichor like wraps around you. And so you get implanted into the wall, and several of the rocks just cover you. So you are restrained into the wall. And he dashes. You can still make an attack of opportunity against him. Disadvantage.
Gonna do
How's
it.
your broke here too?
It's not damage.
5.
It's gonna miss. Yeah. No. So you go to swing. You dangle the little fire sword in front of him, and he just ignores it. It's not doesn't do damage. So it has to deal damage. With that, it is Juna's turn. Juna, you see the flame sword in the distance get slammed into the wall. You don't see what's happening beyond that. The guy dashes beyond the light, and that's as far as you can see him. But you can see Zakil is in the wall still, embedded into it. You are, because he moved 120 to get up next to him. You can move 70 normally. He is 180 feet away.
I'm not gonna be stuck in the wall for long.
And you're restrained. You just have to use an action to try to get out of it. Yeah, which means 80 less feet.
You got this.
So you just dash?
Yep.
Alright, so you dash closer.
Hang on, I get close. How wait? So
So
70 would
you
be
70, which you had 110.
So if I get to 70, where I see it, like, will we be in? Where strike will be? Zaki will be in range for me, like.
For
close?
how he's 110 feet from you.
110 feet. Okay, so double dash. I'll be 30 feet in front of him then.
No, because you right now at the start of your turn, he's 180 feet away from you.
Okay.
So moving 70 puts you at 110. You could dash, put you at 40 from him.
Okay. That's just enough. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him then.
Okay, so you dash up, healing word.
It'll
So
be level 2. I haven't used level 2 yet.
2d4 plus 3.
This thing again. Get this thing away from me.
I'll throw in the trash.
11.
Hey!
How's that 11? 3 and 3?
And then 9.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, I don't know how I got 11.
I don't know how you got plus 5 to that roll. You have a 16 in charisma, sir. You little cheating fuck. I'm onto you. Death.
Just dies.
That's Juna's turn. A, still going into the city. You don't even remotely see her. Zakil, you are embedded into the wall. You hear this flapping of wings. Heal!
Get the fuck up!
Words of encouragement.
Just try to bust from it.
Okay, make an athletics check. 2. So you do have a hasted action. You could try again. But doing so is going to reduce your movement again. But right now it's 0.
Yeah,
so
so
the worst thing that could happen is nothing.
You want to
You break out of it. Just you rip off part of the chunk of wall and just toss him to the ground. Charge 80 feet.
back here!
You can barely see him 120 feet away from you. That was your action.
I know.
But okay. Will, you're still making it. You're about halfway through the city at this point. Because you can go more in a direct path, but they have to go through like a zigzag.
How far are we away from the
You are pretty damn close. You're reaching another up ahead of you. You can see there. Well, you don't see it. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm gonna play the Switch because all I'm gonna do is get to.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to.
So just keep
realistically
saying.
try anything. Okay.
So just keep on.
Dude's turn. He's dashing. You can see him like duck around a corner up ahead, and that's all the sight you've got from him. Juna, just flying in. Just you fly next to him now. You are actually 20 feet ahead of Zakil there.
About time you passed me.
You look kind of beat up, so I have to...
Who do you think's been doing all the fighting?
Who do you think got you this far?
Zakil. 240 feet.
Go in!
Immediately, he just decimates you in a foot race. He actually turns
I'm
the
not foot
corner.
racing though.
Hardy har. You easily turn the corner and just dash straight across. You can see him. He is, because he was 120 feet before, so 100. You actually can see him. He is, because he moved 160, weighs 120, 608. He is 40 feet from you. You are way faster than him. And he just looks back. I will accomplish my goal. Up ahead, you can see another turn pretty damn close ahead.
And I can't use darkness either.
No, that was your full turn. His turn. Turns left. And that's his movement. Juna, moving. Alright, you finally turn the corner. You can see Zakil, as I'm guessing you turned the corner as well. You are next to him, but you can't attack because that's your 200 feet of movement.
So. And now he's gonna attack me again.
I think that's his last.
No, that's only a 7.
Oh yeah, it's 10.
It's 10.
For some reason I think it's only 6.
No, that's 7.
I'm gonna get so fucked over as soon as that runs out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1 turn, so.
Yeah, 1 turn of being able to do nothing, though. So he'll have 2 turns against you. Will going. Dude, he is going to get you the fuck off his back. I need to roll a few things as well. What he does is he quickly grabs at the ground, flies forward to get an attack of opportunity if you want to.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead and roll to attack. What's your total?
14.
14?
Yeah, I believe
14's going to miss. You bring it down this time. Right as he leaps forwards, his tail just kind of flicks up and slaps his sword away. And several of the bony protrusions of rock just shoot outwards once more. And 8 more shots fling out at you. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage. What's your total? Still got a lot. That's actually only +6, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's +5, +1. Yeah, you're going to take the full brunt of damage from this one.
Because I rolled 4 both times.
Mm-hmm. Happens.
Every time I roll for a thing, though, against this guy, though.
You have done plenty fine against
I'm
this
not close
thing.
enough to use it.
Oh,
Those are crap rolls. Well, they're actually okay. They're pretty
So
average.
how much am I losing?
80 health.
wait, do you have to see the creature?
I have to be in range too.
You take 34 points of bludgeoning damage as this rocky barrage just shoots forwards, and especially at your high speed chasing after him. These things are hitting you while you are going 65 miles an hour.
I had
Just-
33 health.
Yeah, just
How much have we got?
33 out of 88.
78.
Or 78.
What do we have a chance?
That's his turn, and he dashes ahead. You are now. You can see the rock that you had blown up before, as that's where that.
Oh, so we're
is.
there now.
Oh yeah. Oh, he
Almost
is.
there.
You still have another turn to go.
I'm not entering the room alone,
Juna, you turn the corner. You can see several rocks that are just pelted into Zakil. His blood pouring out from several of her pores and just wrecked.
How far am I from?
So he passed you. You were 20 feet above him. He went farther, then went another further. So 240. You moved 140. So he was, but you were 20, so you were 160. 80 feet, another 240. Or no, only 200, because that's as far as it needed for that. 200, 140. You're 120 feet away from it.
Okay, I get everything. Alright.
Can I roll all my hit dice?
You need a short rest to do that, good sir.
I know.
Zakil.
Okay, let's
He is 160 feet ahead of you.
Yeah, with this.
You can move and still have an action. And a bonus action, too. Delicious potions of healing. Save me.
Well,
Super
have to
crit.
use a potion of healing.
Okay, greater potion of healing. So 4d4 plus 4. As you're fucking haste chugging. Oh no! That bounced. Oops.
Where's my fake guy?
3, 1, 3.
6,
9.
9 plus 4. 13 points of healing.
Alright, so. 13. That puts me back at 46.
Are you moving up to him?
Fucking chunk was like half of the health I had.
You saw that it took a while for him to recharge that ability, though.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you would have not been chasing him this entire time if he was getting that every turn. You would have gotten pelted twice, if not more.
3 times that max.
Probably, because you had 3 chances to hit him. So, what are you doing?
Fuck it.
You flying up with blood just pouring out, the rocks like falling off of you.
Bitch, you are not running.
Make 2 attacks.
15.
15. Just barely. Yep.
Okay, that's
His
better.
AC is 16. And you rolled 16 last time, barely hit. Like, bare minimum hit.
Very good.
By the way, every time he's been talking in this form, he's been speaking in this. So it's been more just.
I've been refining just yelling at him in this.
Yep.
Get back.
Yep, pretty much. So roll a d8 plus 2d6. Also, make a Constitution saving throw for Shield of Faith. This time the DC is you took 34, right? Or 35?
34.
34. The DC for this is 17 because it's half of the damage. You're good. You have Shield of Faith up still. It's something.
It's
10
somewhat
minutes of
protected me.
extra plus 2 to your AC. So, you know,
So 1d8.
plus 3, so 10. 13. The first one comes down, and there's a brief moment where part of the rock just kind of shoots out from your arm, just deters your shot just ever so slightly. And then the next one just swings right across his side, just shanks out several different pores of blood. And that was 13, yeah?
Nice.
Nice. You guys have been hitting him hard, though.
You guys?
Okay, Zakil has, and you've been supporting him.
Yeah.
You gave him the option of doing this.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would not. We'd
Yeah,
have
we
to
would probably
face-
be like,
Chasing at you would not have caught. Like, impossible.
we probably would have got up to him, and he was like, I'm done with the ritual.
The other important factor is you giving him the long strider effect as well. Otherwise, he would only be getting 180 feet around. Because otherwise, he'd only be moving 60 each. So that plus 10 gave him an extra 60.
So that's the only reason I've caught him.
Yeah,
3
otherwise
times.
you would have been trying to chase after him moving 20 feet, him slowing you down, impossible to catch up with.
And then
So-
there's me doing all this
Alright,
impossible
so.
shit.
Yeah. So that's your turn.
He's going to double bluff.
Dude's turn. He plants an arm, dashes across the entirety of this hill,
Opportunity
just like
attack.
placing onto him. Yeah, make an opportunity attack.
I'm also gonna tell something quick. So,
Yeah, you missed.
we never go through the one way we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, he grabs onto the wall, just slams into it at this full speed, just on the side of the wall going across. He's out of sight technically because he curves around the hill. With that, Juna
Yep, I'm still going.
catching up. It's gonna take a little bit. Zakil, what are you doing?
Am I out of the haste though?
You have one more turn after this, and then you'll be stunned. Because this is your 9th turn. Unless I've missed one. In which case, hold on.
Where are we right now? Exactly. We can see
You
the
are
line.
you're not up to it yet. You're about 120 feet away from the wall that you had been trying to blow up, essentially. The entrance to that passage.
I'm gonna bolt to the other one though.
Yep. So you follow him still because he still followed the same way.
Oh, he wants.
Oh, he's going that way too?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fuck.
Oh yeah. He may or may not have been part of the guard
Yes,
that
I thought.
was there.
Yeah.
And just so you know, he easily saw through it.
That's not what I did.
I don't remember that thick ass rock.
He was probably confused about
So-
the darkness, though.
You can catch up to him if you
Okay.
wanted to make an attack.
I will.
Okay.
Catch up to attack twice again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2 attacks.
16.
That's going to hit.
No,
Will not. So 1d8 plus 3, 2d6. Are you using Divine Smite at all?
At level 1, yes.
Okay, so another 2d8 does that. So that was 5 plus 3, so then 3 again, plus 6, so 9.
17.
17, yep.
4.
1. 23 points of damage. As this time you slide across the ground and just skid up to him as he's like up on the wall, stab upwards and cut across him as you're just on your knees at this point, skidding across, easily burning and chafing your knee. You stand back up, realize you chafed your knee, and just kind of like trip a little bit, trying to bring out your second slash. Alright. Will, good.
He has
Dude.
no clue what's going on down
You,
here.
you guys.
I am paying attention.
Yeah, well, he's paying attention, but I mean,
No, not your
like,
character.
Will has no idea, and neither does A, who
Yes.
has to go to the others. Has to go to the government building.
and then go back.
Yeah. So she's behind you by quite a bit. Okay, what he's going to do is he implants his hands, and these tendrily, stony ground, almost like tentacles latch down towards you. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
16
Plus 5, so
Yeah.
plus 6. Yeah, you save. They come down and they're grabbing at you, but you just kind of deftly stand out of the way. And he,
Just flaming, so I cut some.
yep, make another attack because he's going to be dashing away. So,
So it's 18.
18 hits.
Okay, 1d8.
Are you using Divine Smite? How many spell slots do you have left?
So I've used Divine Smite twice. I have 2 more as for first level.
Okay, so I mean, you have two first level spell slots left.
I will use it.
Okay, go ahead and make another one.
So 2.
So 5,
2.
8. Okay,
Yeah.
and then 2d6 fire.
3.
So 12 points of damage on this one. That was unfortunate. But you've done.
How much damage happened?
You don't know, but you can see he's got so many pores and wounds. The issue is that there's several rocks covering vital organs, and you're cutting into those and chipping them off, but you're still doing substantial damage to him, and he's still keeping up his pace, though.
It's not enough damage, though.
Thing is you're essentially fighting the boss alone. Like, you're not gonna kill him probably by yourself, even with all of your effects.
You're probably doing a good chunk, but
Oh yeah, by far, because the plan was to fight him in that room initially. But he dashes away, and at this point he turns and dashes into the hallway where the rock
well,
was.
I exploded.
Yes.
I'm not entering that room alone.
So it's my turn.
Juna, yep.
Yep, catching
You
up.
turn corner, you kind of see them, kind of not. You see the tendrils just dangling above. A's done. Zakil. You have a first level cure wounds left. Oh, you also have as a warlock 3d8 healing from that warlock thing, the celestial warlock.
Oh, yeah.
And you also have 25 or 30 points of lay on hands as well.
Can I use it all?
I mean, you can use an action to use lay on hands.
Yeah.
Okay, how many points are you putting into your health?
So we're gonna pop it back up by 30.
You're gonna give yourself full 30 points.
Yeah, because that's going to be, it's 76 then. 2 points away from max health.
Weren't you at 36?
I was at 46 because I got the 10.
Oh, that's right. You're potion of healing. That's right. That is right. Just making sure.
I almost minused myself health.
I died when I laid on hands. But yeah, so you heal yourself 30 points, just coating over yourself.
2 points away from max.
Yeah, but you're out of lay on hands now, and you have a single first level spell slot, and whatever that effect is. After that, you got nothing. You got cantrips and your attacks.
I also have my aura too.
Yep, your aura is the important part too. I mean, it's only
Radiant
really helping
damage.
you. So,
Alright.
what are you talking about radiant damage? Oh, Radiant Soul. When you use it, you deal an
My
extra
Radiant.
D8. Okay.
God, if I would have had that going this entire time too.
Yeah. I mean, you could have spent an action to do it instead,
I
but
didn't
you would have been slowing down. So.
Yeah, I think I did more this way anyway.
And so, Will's turn, blah, blah, blah.
Yep. You don't know him, so you don't know what he's doing. Juna, you catch up to him.
I can assume what he's doing.
After dashing, right?
After dashing.
Do I look better now?
You look fucking immaculate. You look totally fine.
Oh, I finally caught up. Alright, so we're here.
Yeah.
You ready? Whenever you're ready? And then he just passed it up. Oh.
Yeah. After that turn, you're just like, oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm ready, and just give me a breath.
Long stride lasts for an hour too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you have walking speed of 40 feet. Regardless, you have a fly speed of 70 feet
Okay.
for an hour.
Alright, so after this, you ready next after you have your relapse?
Yeah, give me fighting this guy solo through this.
Okay, so is it next time he moves again?
It's at the end, and his turn, he cannot do anything.
Okay.
So at the end of this turn, he does nothing.
I'm gonna do some medium.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Go through the rest of the top of the initiative.
I'm in the sewer anyways.
And
Will, you're getting closer to the sewers. You're not necessarily there yet.
We don't know what the guy's doing now.
You're near the church at this point. So, you can see Anya is going towards the government building, but she's still easily a good 100, 200 feet
Yeah, it's gonna
behind
take a
you.
while to get to us. And then, so this turn he's resting now. Zakiel.
Zakiel, yep, he's resting. You hear a lot of footfalls inside of the room.
Footballs?
Footfalls, like slammed foots, essentially, inside of the room from before.
Can I peek in and see him?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't do the illusion.
Well, A, the illusion. B, it's also dark in there.
Okay. Can I dispel my illusion? Oh no.
No, it lasts 24 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna light it. Well, I'm gonna put my bow away quick, light a torch, put it on my side, and then get my bow again.
Okay, that's fine. You can spend your action to set up a torch. Let me just double check on who's next over. Listen to torch ring, because I don't want to be that guy and be like, no, it don't work. Yeah, it lasts 100. It lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah, terrain.
So you can see a little bit through it, but it's still dark. It's like a superimposed image on the terrain. So yeah.
Okay.
What I miss?
Zakiel, you're finally cured of you.
Oh,
I just bolted. Alright, let's go.
You can either go now, or you can wait till your allies show up. It's up
What
to
do you
you.
want to do?
how long will it take for him to get to us?
You don't know where he is.
Oh.
Can we take an educated guess?
You have no idea where he is.
Okay, can I? Let's take a short rest until they get here.
I mean, you can wait there if you want.
So we can no short rest. That's what I'm asking.
You can still try to get a short rest, but you don't know how long it's gonna take.
I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna display my instrument, then get us the song of rest if it happens.
If it finishes, because
Yes.
the thing is that a short rest takes an hour to do.
Oh yeah.
So
No, so if we don't go in, they might be setting up a trap. And then
and that is also another notion. If you take a short rest, that gives him time to take it.
yeah,
Take a
and
short
then
rest.
he'll chill too. Yeah, so
Yeah, no, I'm not letting you. Let's go.
yeah, let's go. You go first. I throw my torch in there quick.
Okay. You just light your torch.
Well, I had it on my side, so
You throw it in. Okay. Zakiel, you have 40 feet of movement now, and not your 80 feet before. Base 160 because of your hasted action.
Alright, so I'm running in.
All right. When you break through the crevice of the rock, you can see with your light as well, especially the torch that you threw in there. The abyssal creature has both hands dug straight into the wall with that gaping maw, and it's beginning to creep open with this yellow or this pale white energy forming in it. And you can see the dials are turning ever so slightly, just
slowly or?
They're slowly,
Okay.
but after he does that, you hear, and he rips them out, and several like rocky protrusions or rocky gaping holes are next to it with these massive palms that are on his hands.
That's never. Well.
Basically, they're like glove-sized rocks.
Round 2, motherfucker!
Bitch, I'm here.
Yeah. But that's what you see with your 40 feet of movement. He's still about 80 feet away from you.
So you can still dash and get a little closer.
Or you could shoot Eldritch Blasts.
That's it.
Alright, shoot an Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and roll 2 attacks. Miss. Miss. You fire both, and he just goes... blocks some of those massive palms now.
Alright. Blah, 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 back to the guy.
Yep. Will, you are... moving... at the 60 feet. You're still passing the church, which is still at least another 300 feet until you maybe get to the sewer entrance, which will then take you another 300 feet to get to them. So in a minute, you'll make it to them. Neither of you two know that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that time. I'll call my sword.
Okay. Does it last an hour? Does it last an hour or a minute? Because if it lasts only a minute, it's gonna run out by the time you get down there.
Wait, never mind.
Okay. Just because as a character you would know. Alright. With that, it is the abyssal creature's turn.
I'm gonna get fucked.
I need to roll 2 things. Okay. This energy begins to course down his arm once more, and the bony protrusions just... some rocks shoot upwards into it.
Again.
Straight at you is the only one that's in the room. Make a dexterity saving throw without advantage.
15 plus.
Plus 1.
When saving throws, any of them plus 5.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's plus 5, so plus 6 instead. Yeah, you easily you see them coming and you kind of like duck downwards. You still take half
This is your
damage.
10th million time seeing this, you're like...
Yeah, second time you've seen it, just
Start grabbing matrix.
is that 8?
Not fast enough. So it's 9,
Cheat over here with an extra d6. It's 8d6.
It's always been that.
It's 8d6 plus 8. It's basically like a high level magic missile, except projectile based. So you
Rocks.
have a chance to save it. Yeah, and rocks. So that's 10. Well, you're taking half.
That was almost at full health at least.
37 reduced down to 18. 18 points of bludgeoning
I think
damages.
it's nice. That's better.
Yeah, that's the important thing to save. He recharges that on a 6 every start of his turn. He rolls a d6, gets a 6, gets that.
God damn, every time I see him, I'm back down into the 50s every time.
He's a powerful dude meant for everyone to be there, and you're fighting him with just yourself for the most part.
And I haven't died.
You're close.
I mean, you're welcome.
If he started his turn again and you didn't heal and he got that again, oh, you would have gone.
Alright, I fly in,
Okay, yeah, you have
and I
7
fly
feet.
upwards.
You can get about, because it's like a 20-foot dome, so yeah, you can get like 20 feet in the air. Alright, make an attack.
There it is. How much am I closer? So it would be plus 4?
It's your dex plus your proficiency.
My proficiency for this weapon?
Plus 4.
Okay, so my dex is plus 3, so 7?
Yep, plus 7.
22.
That will hit. So go ahead and roll a d10, I believe.
What is the elf or...
Elven accuracy is when you have advantage.
Okay.
You can roll one of those dice a third time.
Oh, that's it, okay.
Yeah, you can re-roll one of those dice.
Okay,
So basically you have triple advantage.
What was it, D8?
I think it's a d10 for a longbow, but I'll double check.
I believe it's a D8.
It might be a d8.
It might be 2. Because my main character was...
D8, D8.
And then I get it. What's my attack boost?
Heavy crossbow d10.
With my
Plus your dex, so plus 3.
30. Okay. 7.
7 points of damage. You can see this time when it hits him, the rocky protrusions are like blocking portions of the arrow, so it doesn't reach him enough. It hurts him, but not as much as you'd like.
Alright, then another healing word, level 2.
Basically took half damage from that.
Oh, you did?
That's what I mean. The only reason that he's been doing full damage is because he's got a flame tongue sword and it ignores magical resistances against non-magical weapons. That's 4.
That's
4.
6,
Oh, second level, you said?
9, yeah.
Okay, so you heal 9 points of healing.
So I'm at 2
Alright. Sakil.
Second.
He also, during his turn, had backed up to portions of the other room. Like, not far, but he's about 80 feet. So you can still try to shoot him again. Or he's about 100 feet now. Because he moved 20 feet back from the wall.
I was going to try to like activate my aura and charge him, but I can't do that. Yeah, I guess I'll just smash.
Alright, go ahead and roll 2 attacks. Plus your charisma, plus proficiency, so plus 9. 19, that's...
Nat 20.
Okay, so roll 3d10. You can use those, the percentile dice, those two. There you go. Ooh, 17 points of damage. As they slam into him, you can see like several chunks of the rock just kind of falls off, breaks away. He slams his hands together and the entire area lights.
Oh, hey, that's a good.
Hey, my sword was supposed to be the one I liked.
Yeah, the entire ground kind of engulfs in this dark purplish, ichorish flame and just engulfs around the entire room, creating almost like a sphere of light. The energy from the walls, because I'm skipping over Will's turn as well at the end of your turn, unless you had movement.
Definitely.
You have 40 feet of movement. Do you want to get closer? Okay, so you get a little bit closer.
I gotta get closer. My sword's damaging.
The sword is the damage, not the Eldritch Blast.
I know.
But
I'll
so
just
as
blast
he
it just
clams
for
his
range.
sword or his fists together, the large, like, gaping maw just kind of opens ever so slightly more, and the dials turn to several different portions, just consistently just shifting into certain positions. I will bring about the end of the city. Bring them to where I am from. And he charges at you. Let me roll a d6. He is not going to charge at you. Instead,
Oh wow, he got a 6.
yep,
Not again.
shooting out towards you.
I hate this guy so
Make a
much.
dexterity saving throw.
I failed that shit.
This time, you get distracted from the purple light that's on the ground. Looking over, you just hear, and it takes you by surprise. Just several of these shots ring out against you.
I'm glad that's
7, 10, 20, 25. You take 33 points of bludgeoning damage. Big dude.
Now I'm at 30 health again.
Big dude.
Alright.
It's the second turn for Will, so in 8 more turns he'll show up.
Alright, I fly up to
You fly to him. Yep.
use my superior potion.
Okay, so you're using your action to dump a superior potion of healing into his mouth?
Yep.
So it's 8d4 plus 8.
Do I roll it? Does he?
Yeah, it's up to either.
Okay, wait, what do you? How much roll does he roll?
8d4 plus 8.
No, I'll do it. You had bad luck with
I
that.
know.
I'll get you some more d4s. How many do you have?
I have
4.
4.
So you can just roll 4 twice.
Yeah, you can just roll all 8.
This is all 8?
Yep.
Can't make that machine not cheating me.
1, 4. Let's separate the 4s. So
Okay.
that's another 4 right there. 8.
2s. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so 8,
6.
6, 14, 17. These are 1s.
Yeah.
That was what was those? Okay, so
6, 10, 14, 17, 19.
19 plus 8, so you heal 27 points of healing.
7.
And I can't cast a spell? Or
You cast a spell.
And then,
Bonus action.
yeah. Healing word level 1 on you, just for the fucks of it.
One of the d4.
Six.
6 more points of healing.
Alright.
How many spells do you have left?
Me?
Probably 20 actually.
6. 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s.
6.
2 and 2.
Yeah, 2 2 2.
So I'm at
We have reached the 2 hour mark.
63.
We are going to finish this.
We'll end this here. Winning or losing.
Pretty damn close. This is the speed of combat, by the way, but there's only 3 fucking people in it.
True.
It's like go, go, go. So think about your turns like as we're going.
I'm just gonna swing at him. That's all I'm doing.
Well,
Also-
it's.
I'm also gonna activate my.
Yep, it's your turn.
I'm gonna activate my fucking godly power for my flight and shit.
Make another Constitution saving throw for Shield of Faith, by the way. Make it twice. The first one's for 10. What's her Constitution score? Modifier.
Well, either with Constitution saving throws, I also have a advantage.
Oh, so yeah, roll again then.
That's it.
Okay, that one's good. That one's only 10. So now you need another one for 16? Because he took 33, so yeah, 16. If your modifier is +1, then you've got it.
+2.
Okay, so you've got it. You're safe. So Shield of Faith is still up, so your AC is still 22. But he just hasn't been having to try to attack you.
I know, that's the problem.
On your turn, you still had movement if you wanted to use any of it.
Oh, I crit?
You only moved 20 feet down to him.
Okay, then I move away again.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I'll back up. I'll go up 20 and back away as much as I can.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna activate my. It's only for a minute, but it deals more damage a little bit.
Your thing.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, that's 10
Radiant
turns.
Soul.
Is that an action to do?
Yeah, it's an action.
Okay, so you. These wings of angelic grace just kind of form.
My eyes
Copycat!
Hmm?
My eyes also glow.
Oh, yeah, so what you see is after you just kind of put all this healing into them, you just.
You're welcome?
Yes.
Oh,
So here your potions of healing are amazing. Wings of angelic grace form behind you as your skin begins to have this everlasting glow. Your eyes begin to turn pale white. That's your turn, though. You have movement, so you can fly to him for 40 feet.
I will fly
Actually,
towards him.
I only fly up 20.
Yeah, you only can fly up 20.
Oh, okay.
See
I
that?
fly towards
No,
him.
only 20, no move back.
Oh, okay. So you.
Just fly up 20.
I'm gonna build a room now since the room is actually kind of important.
And this is
And-
gonna be a battlefield, yeah.
We've been just sitting here battling without even
I
having.
mean,
Yeah,
that's the
we
power of
can-
imagination, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's how me and Mason do it. We don't have any fucking board when we only have Discord and Google Hangouts, so.
I've been imagining it in this room the
That's how it
entire
works.
so.
It works fine, honestly.
I'm meaning to try that.
No, the
5,
if
10,
we could
15,
animate
20,
this, the chase scene through the tunnel would be
55,
hilarious to watch.
75. I'm gonna assume this. I'll fix it later, but in reality, move that plane. It would be more like this. There we go. That is probably fantastic straight next to the mic. I'll edit that out or edit portions of it. Yeah, let me just vomit into the microphone. Anyways, I need to put him down. Where's the Gabur?
What?
Here's him.
What's his name?
No, that's just the creature.
Oh. Yeah.
You are 40 feet from him. 5 times. Alright. 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40.
And
You flew down to him, but flew up 20 feet, so we're going to use all of these, because it makes sense. There we go.
I look like I'm about ready to attack you.
Hiya! You healed me.
You hear me
I
guys
have
kill you.
great. I have gained angelic grace. I don't know friend from foe.
Everything is white.
Everything is bleeding. That's racist. I fucking sweat.
I know, right? Same.
It's hot in here.
I'm getting all like hot though, because that was an intense chase.
Elbows.
No. Well, we're almost done though.
It's either gonna be a win or loss.
Yeah, realistically, because I mean, if they die, you're fucked. So.
I mean, unless he's like super low on health.
Zakale, it is your turn. Keel.
Charging at him.
All right. Well, you used your action to use your things.
No.
So you fly up to him 40 feet,
30 feet.
plus 10, because of his launch rider. So,
Embrace myself.
alright, I mean, you're there. You do have an AC of 22. That's as much bracing as you're gonna get. Like, nothing gets better than that until you get, like, +1. Like, that's without +1 armors and stuff, and +1 shields.
I mean, the shield I did get was pretty good.
Yeah. Thing was, I was gonna have you guys roll another initiative if he got away. Didn't get away.
So you
So.
expected him to get away?
Yes! He's got 160 movement speed.
And then someone was like, nah.
And he can control the fucking caves. He just didn't have enough time to close it. Because you were on his ass. He can close a 5-foot space.
What did I say when he was starting to run away?
I don't remember.
Bitch, you ain't running.
We're not running. Okay,
Top of initiative.
top initiative, so
Big guy's
Will
turn.
is closer by 2. Shot the shit out of Yep. Rolling to see what he gets. Alright.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not even shitting you. This white die has been 6s all night.
I'm standing in
Shoots him at you.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
+5.
No, because he's not 10 feet from you.
Yeah.
It's only 10 feet,
Okay.
but he saves.
Yep.
Well, what's your dexterity saving throw? Plus like 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
22, you save. You take half damage. Otherwise, it might have knocked you out.
Yep.
That's 2 8s.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I could hear the difference. I was like, that's 10, not 8. Pretty shit rolls though. I have to say. 8,
Yeah, that's
10, 20, 23 plus 8, 31. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as these shoots you into the air.
Ooh.
You don't have any concentration, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
The wings concentration?
No.
Okay.
Those are items.
Yeah, lasts for. Well, sometimes an item is still. You can detect his thoughts. Ah!
I could.
That was another alternative to
To finding him?
to finding him was detecting thoughts on him.
Anyone who was probably speaking of this will be like, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's yeah. Okay. That's
My turn.
Yeah, that's what he does again is he just clashes his fists again after launching this volley straight at you, and the dials they begin to like move ever so faster as the values keep changing.
Alright.
So those doors are going to open first, or we're going to kill them.
So if I fly down, would that be
Die.
60 feet in total?
I mean, going down would be 20
And then I'd be going to.
to him.
Oh no, to the keel.
Okay.
So that'd be.
5, 10, 15, 20. Going down would be 40 feet.
Okay, just 40. So I have 30 left.
You'd have 30 left. Yeah.
Okay, so I fly down.
Okay. Yeah.
Again.
You get to him.
Haste. Have fun, buddy.
Okay. You cast haste on him. This one's going to. That's going to be detrimental. All right. You cast haste on him.
And then fly back up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
just-
Fair enough.
fly back up and
Let's
hook
get
it
on.
back in. And then healing word on myself.
Okay. Go
Level
ahead.
3 healing word.
You cannot because you casted haste.
Oh yeah, good point.
As well as
I use a
Can you
great
go
potion
across
then.
That's your last greater potion.
I was want to make a suggestion to him, but I don't think it would be metal game, right?
Well, what's your suggestion?
He moved across.
He would have to be 5 feet with him.
Oh, okay.
So greater potion's 4.
44 plus 4.
Good. The funny thing without landing in your hand was I missed. I wasn't like, yo, it fell.
Ooh,
13 plus 4,
17.
17 points of healing. You're almost back to full.
1 point off.
That's pretty good. Hopefully he doesn't get his volley again.
Yeah. Yeah? That can kill me.
It really can. The first one did 43. The only reason you lived is because you saved.
Right.
+5.
But now you're out of potions of healing.
Yep.
You're out of potions of healing. Lay on hands. You only have 3d6 of healing from your Celestial Warlock.
Alright.
Zakil.
We're attacking.
Okay, so you make 3 attacks.
Let's go.
Hey buddy, let's get him!
Go ahead and make 3 attacks. Hits.
17, okay.
Hits. Miss. Well, what's your total? It's plus 7, yeah? So yeah, miss. I just couldn't remember if you had plus 7 or plus 9. Even then, you needed at least 16.
Yeah. I mean, 2 out of 3 hits.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 hits. So roll a
I
D2d8.
still have 1 more spell slot too, though.
Yeah, do you want to use a Divine Smite?
save it.
What if I go down? Just in case.
Oh, where that would be.
I'm gonna look up your feature from being Celestial Warlock as well. Just so I have the math right.
Oh man, that's so good. Motherfucker.
No, I need it. I'm fucking melting over here. Also, funny enough, you had the light cantrip.
I know. But it's not really helpful for anything. And it's so weird.
Yeah, after I
couldn't
would
have blown up twice.
Hmm?
I could have used light and I wouldn't have blown up twice.
Yeah.
Spare the dying.
That's a
Cantrip.
cantrip. Makes him not dying, but he's still unconscious.
Yeah.
So I'll be out of the battle, but
Yeah.
But that doesn't use a spell slot, does it?
No, it's cantrip.
That's
So
what I
as
read
your healing light, you have 4 d6s, and you can use up to.
He also takes more damage from my aura.
So that I believe
When I deal damage.
it's once per turn.
so only one attack.
The first attack that hits does an extra d8 of damage. I am nearly certain.
So 3d8s then.
During
Okay.
turn, you have flying speed. You can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage.
I'll
with
look
an
it up.
attack or spell.
I'll look it up. 'Cause I'm almost certain it's only once.
Yeah, once you have this straight, yeah.
I got it up right now. Okay.
Yeah, once,
You're trying to finish last format.
yeah, and once each during your turn.
Yeah, and once on each of your turns. So you deal
3.
2d8, Divine Smite, so 4d8,
Wait,
and then
find somebody.
5.
Fine.
Oh no, you're not, right? You're not. So
No, same.
it would do 3d8 plus 3 plus 2d6
Plus my level.
plus your level. So then plus 9. So plus 12 to 3d8 and 2d6. Oh, it's actually more. It's also plus 15 because it's 2 hits. So it's plus 6 plus 9.
5.
What was your first rolls?
4, 7,
4.
4.
Yeah, 4, 7, 4.
Okay, so that's 11, 15, 1, 5.
Yeah.
So 21 plus 15, 36 points of damage.
Without Divine Smite.
Without Divine Smite.
Still a heavy hitter. Good
You
thing we
are-
switched sword things in.
I think you got it. You rolled a really high on the magic items table, which gives you a very
Yeah, good thing I have
powerful
to
weapon.
flight too. Well, you wouldn't do this yourself.
Yeah, you wouldn't have caught up. you would have been moving 40. You would have been moving.
Even if I
60
hasten
feet
myself,
lower.
it would be like.
No, not even close. Okay. With that, Will's getting closer. Almost there.
You're almost there, buddy.
We only got about 4 more turns.
So I like to do this. We're done.
One way or another, it might be.
Yeah.
No, it's not one way or another. It's going to be.
Okay, and on his turn, he.
What was fuck? I swear to God.
But what he does is plants his hands, and these erupting earth tremors just shoot upwards down beneath you as a
Save
layer
throw.
action. Make a. This is as his bonus action, so make a dexterity saving throw
Wait a minute.
with advantage. 16. It's going to fail. As these jagged spikes shoot, you take 3d8 piercing damage.
I really hate this guy so much.
He's a boss, and you fighting him with just 2 people. You are. I'm surprised you're even alive. All right.
Yeah.
You only take 9 points of piercing.
Yeah. They're fighting a boss. Just 2 of them alone doing a lot more.
It's like trying to fight a boss in Final Fantasy
14,
with
yeah.
just 2 people.
Yeah.
1 tank and 1 healer. That's what's going on.
That's
here.
basically it.
Once magic fades, it's over though.
He's a dark paladin at least. Pretty
I
much.
mean, yeah. So you
I'm a
take
Dark Knight.
You take 9 points of piercing damage, and you become restrained as these giant spikes just cover over you. He then unleashes, because that's a bonus action, his 3 attacks.
With advantage?
Well, 2 attacks with advantage. That's gonna fucking advantage. That's gonna miss the first one because that's only 17. Make a Constitution saving throw for Shield of Faith. You're good. Second attack. That just in case it's an natural 20. No. So that's 28. As you're just kind of like locked in place, the first one goes to swing, and you just kind of veer just slightly enough straight across the face. This massive, meaty
You're on the way
fist.
out of one, just into the other one.
Yeah, pretty much. And you take 2d8 bludgeoning damage plus 5. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage from this fist as it just rockets straight into you. As he does, he moves around you and embeds his hands into the wall. Just purplish ichor begins to flow inwards as this white energy begins to form over his arms. That is his turn. Juno.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Can you free me?
No, but I'm gonna. Hey, fuck. I should look this up.
What's up?
Enhance.
Enhance ability?
Yeah. I need to know all of them. Just in case I need-
Bear's Endurance gives you 3d6 temporary hit points. Another one gives you 20 feet movement. A third one gives you advantage on strength checks and they're checks, not ability, not saving throws. And they can increase their carrying capacity. The rest of them is advantage on intelligence, charisma, and wisdom.
Alright. I'm gonna vicious mockery of the big guy.
Okay. You guys make what? A charisma saving throw or wisdom saving throw? Pretty sure it's wisdom. I mean, I'll roll just in case. Because your spell's ABC is still only 15, so. Okay, might matter, because you only rolled a 12. So it's charisma if you fails, it's wisdom if you passes. Wisdom saving throw fails, or I mean he passes.
Passes?
Yeah.
So it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's your action.
Yeah. And then, level 3 healing word.
3d4 plus 3.
Okay.
7.
And one
One more. 9. 12 points of healing. You healed from the piercing. Man, and you healed from the fist. Barely.
I'm back to what I was when we entered the room.
How many hit points do you have right now?
53.
Can really unleash a full barrage against you.
Hey, Sam.
Yep, it's your turn. So you're still restrained. You can use an action to try to break out of it. If you try to attack right now, your attacks will be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, break out.
Alright, athletics check. So 10? 10's enough to break it. Just the initial restraint is the portion that's his spell save DC.
So he's out now?
He is out of it.
So you have two.
It's just no, he has one because he has only his haste attack.
Oh, okay.
So you can attack once.
Going for it.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack.
Oh, okay.
Guess what? A 22 is going to hit. Or sorry, yeah, 22. Go ahead and roll damage. So a D8, 2d8 plus 12,
And the d6 though, right?
and the 2d6. Oof.
2d8.
2d8. Oh wait, you don't actually roll an extra d8 for that, do you? I think it's just you deal damage based off your level.
So just an 8 and a 9?
Because what was his first roll?
Was the 5? No. It was high.
It's not. Yeah, I think look at it there somewhere.
No, it was a 4.
Yeah, it just equals your level. So I'll retract because the extra radiant roll was a 3 last time. So retract 3. Just re-roll your damage.
Yeah,
just re-roll the damage.
So 1d8.
1d8 plus 12. So
That's 17 already.
17, and then 2d6. 23 points of damage. Oof.
Is he feeling it yet, Tyler?
You can see he's injured. Injured.
He's finally injured.
Some face. Come on.
Alright.
This guy does not like me.
He's not happy with you.
Just standing
All
there
right.
and falling ice
Now
on
it's
his
his
wings.
turn.
Oh, and make the.
I already did it.
Okay.
What he's going to do is first.
Yeah.
How high are you?
What?
How high?
20 feet, yeah.
Okay, that's within range. No. What he does do, because you're up to the ceiling.
Yep.
Opportunity attack if you want it.
Always.
He latches down, shoots up the wall, and is clawing upwards, and is going to make his attacks against you on the ceiling.
He doesn't like me, like I said, but he's gonna.
Make an attack.
Oh.
Roll again. You missed
That's
the
right.
try. It's going to hit, same roll. So,
Actually, 1 point off.
it's only once per turn, so it won't trigger this
Yeah.
time. So it's just a d8
I mean, technically,
plus
this
3.
is the start of the turn.
A turn is the full thing. A round is just his actions.
Okay. So just a D.
It's a d8 plus 3 plus 2d6.
So 10.
So 10 plus 2d6.
6.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is 21 points of damage. Oh my
back
god. As you... No!
Don't want to touch her!
As the wings just like flare outwards. It is disgusting.
Does he fall?
He does not fall. Because A, he was on the ground still when you attacked him. But... And he's going to make his 3 attacks against you.
Oh, with disadvantage.
No, I would have disadvantage. No. There's a feature that lets you do
Because
that.
he's in the air.
No. Does a 26 hit?
Yeah.
26 hits? Okay. Second attack. Natural 20.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm down.
Well, you don't know that. So the first one is 2d8. Plus 5. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage from the first strike. Make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you're good. Second strike, which is the critical hit. You take 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
You're down. So what you see, Zakil.
Zakil. You didn't
I
say
got it.
it.
I got it. I was close. I said Zakil. Is he? No! And he literally just punches him straight into the ground, brings down his fist, and slams her into the ground. Because you fell after being knocked unconscious, you take 1 immediate death saving throw, because you would have taken falling damage. And he just slams him into the ground. God damn it. Her into the ground. Using his third attack, he whips his tail, and he needs to make a strength saving throw. You don't, because you're automatically going to fail. Okay, you also fail. Doesn't hurt you, so you don't take anything. He knocks you 15 feet away and slams you into this wall. You get knocked 15 feet away over in this direction.
From where was that? What? That's not 15 feet.
No. Hits you 15 feet away. Hits you. That was go around, so that's 40 feet of his movement. He goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
He's running from me.
He doesn't want to be next to you. He gets hurt every single time he does.
I don't want him to get far away because then he's going to use that arm barrage.
Yeah. Juna, make a death saving throw. It's 1 success. And you did not roll a natural 1. A's turn. Zakil.
Can I use my cantrip?
Also, your haste is gone because you fell unconscious. You skip your turn. Go into the next turn. Will, you have reached the sewers, and you are almost there now. You're about 120 feet away at this point. So, just so you know, you're rounding the corner.
I'm coming, guys.
Oh gosh.
Yep, you're getting close.
So
You're 60 feet now.
I'm 60 feet away.
Yeah. Well, from
Which
the
way
turn.
would he enter?
He would enter from this side.
Can you erase that side?
Yeah. There. Anyways, his turn.
Do I see light in this?
You see the entire area, especially like through the wall, has this pulsating purple energy. It's got like veins coming across the ground. You would have noticed this the moment you got inside the thing, but obviously nothing you could have done about it.
Fuck. Yeah.
What would have happened if
not
I
good.
didn't put her in the potion into the wall? really fast up in that potion, though.
Yeah, you should just drink it.
Launches these 8 rocks at you. Dexterity saving throw. Hey, you
20.
save. You take half damage.
You should do something different with it then.
Yeah.
Come on, dear.
No.
Come on. Let me make
If that
it.
was the case, he would have avoided a shit ton of effects. Those are 4 1s though, so that's not good.
That's good for us.
It's good for you. It's good for you, I will say.
Especially with my healer down.
7, 12,
I want to save
16,
you low, but I can't do it.
19 plus 8, that's 27. You take
13.
13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Maybe.
Yeah, hey, that's what shitty rolls. His average is 8d6 plus 8. His average is around 32. And he rolled a 19. Or 27 in total. Nice. Alright.
My turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Can
That's
I do
it.
anything else?
No. He did what he wanted. Another save. By the way, if you heal him, he becomes conscious again. Her. She'll become conscious again.
Is that
It's a kill.
Okay, so I can run past her, cast the cantrip.
You can cast a cantrip. You also have your healing thing, which I believe is a bonus action.
It'll get me up, won't it? Right?
Yep. Let me double check. Because Celestial. As a bonus action, you can heal 1 creature within 60 feet. You can heal her with all 4 of your 46s.
Should I split the healing on myself too? Or just
It's
others?
only once. So it's like one creature at a turn. So you could do 3 to her now, or 2 to her now, because you can technically use as many as your charisma modifier, which is +5, but you only have four 6s. So
Yeah, we'll get her back up. I need my healer.
so 46 or 2d6
We'll do
or 8d6.
3d6.
3d6 healing. Okay. Go ahead and roll 3d6.
5.
Good.
6.
11.
6.
17 points of healing. Just. You're on the ground.
Okay.
You still have your action and movement.
Charging him.
Dashing. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Right up next to him.
I cannot attack.
Nope. Your lung strike is still in effect for yourself, though. You still got 40 feet. Let me double check on your wings.
Yeah, can
I don't know if your wings are gone yet. I don't know if they stay during that duration or if they're gone, so give me a second. They're still on.
Dude, just not my
Yeah. These are technically like a cloak,
Okay.
but I've reworded it to being like spectral wings on your backside. It's just cool.
Okay, yeah.
That's your turn.
Solid
Will, you turn the corner, you can actually see into the cavern, you can actually see what's happening in front of you. You're still 60 feet from it though, or 120 feet from the cavern.
Now you can summon your sword.
You can summon your sword if you wanted to. It's a bonus action.
You can throw some magic at this fucker.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Does he know I'm coming?
No, would have no idea. At least from this distance.
This distance. Might as well. I'll just summon my sword. My shield's already ready. And just continue.
All right, make your way in there. It's his turn.
Did not attack.
He is not, but what he's going to do is he's going to fucking unleash a barrage of attacks against you. So 3 attacks.
Wait, am I up, right?
You're up.
Yeah.
I can see him attacking him?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get any cutting words?
Maybe.
Okay.
Depends on what
I'll roll the dice one at a time then. First one, he rolled a natural 6.
That doesn't even
Yeah.
I can see.
He's got +9 to his attack.
Yeah, I know.
But you know his AC.
Yeah.
Natural 16.
That's a 25?
You don't know the sure. I mean technically,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
25 in total.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
That's a 8, right?
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw for Shield of Faith. You have advantage.
This is a 9, right?
You're good.
This is a 8, right?
D8, yeah. 8, Fuck you!
She's back! Holy, she's back!
There's this. So what happens is he swings wide, and you just bring up your shield, slam it in the ground. This massive wave of force just shoots outwards into the rest of the room. He comes back around with the uppercut with the other hand, and just as you can see, you can't bring your shield upwards. You just hear behind you, "Fuck you!" What? Swings up. This massive like shockwave of energy shoots up past your hair.
I needed a good breeze.
Make a strength saving throw for the third attack. As he lashes outwards with his tail.
This man, a regular?
Just a regular. 7 plus 8, I think.
Yeah.
15.
That's not enough. Slams you 15 feet away.
Not again!
And he will move. He's going to climb up the wall and stay on the ceiling.
Spider-Man.
So he's on the ceiling, 20 feet up, upside down, just looking at you. I will succeed. You can see he's stuttering in his words.
What?
All right,
I get
that's
up.
his turn. Juna,
I get up, I fly up, and I move 15 feet apart.
you move. You can fly. You spend half your movement to get up. So you have 20 feet.
I'm up to 35, and I move 20 up, and then I move 15 forward.
All right. Well, that's 40. So
Oh, okay.
so 35, 20 feet up. So then you have 15 more feet. So 5, 10, 15.
I thought you needed...
You motherfucker!
I shoot an arrow.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack. Did you get closer or further?
Closer.
Okay. That
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d8. Half damage.
4 damage in total.
Yep.
And then my last level 3 healing word.
All right. 3d4 plus 3.
Oh my god, Striker!
What was that?
2 ones.
2.
So 4, 7.
4, 7. 7 points of healing. Cure wounds. That's why it's 3d8. Much better. But it's an action.
47.
Alright.
All right. With that,
Zakeel.
Zakeel.
Charging damage? I don't know.
He's 20 feet in the air up on the ceiling.
Oh, he can fly now too. Yeah. Oh my god. We all.
Go ahead, makes 2 attacks.
He's on the one. Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, because
thanks
he
to
lost
that.
haste.
Is he climbing?
He's climbed up onto the ceiling. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Glowing eyes, glowing wings, I'm trying this.
Go ahead and roll. That's going to hit.
Wait.
How'd you roll your second one? You only have 1 attack.
He has 2 attacks.
Oh.
His basic attack is 2. Otherwise, you have 3.
I don't think this one hits.
8 plus 7. That's going to miss. Yes. By barely.
I don't know.
You swing once, so it's a d8 plus 12 plus 2d6.
Yeah, did you
No, I already added that.
Okay.
18. Nope, not another d8.
Okay.
Just 2d6.
Four.
22.
6.
28 points of damage. You get him across the chest, and this time several pores just start to open up, and actually like a bit of intestine slides out before he presses it in. Just this coat of stone covers up across him.
Because they're testicles.
I could kill you right now. Don't you test me. Top of the initiative order. Will, you are standing at the front of this.
Will!
You can see everyone is battered, dying, including the rock creature, the abyssal rock creature.
No way to get the fuck up there.
Yeah. And you don't have movement. You have a crossbow, don't you?
This class doesn't use any range weapons.
Yeah, any healing magic?
Because I thought what I said earlier, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll figure that out because you should be proficient in simple weapons.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's simple weapons, but
We-
but I put quotations, no range weapons.
Oh. Okay.
Because
Okay.
you know what I initially thought before, but that's what I want to confirm with you.
I gotcha. Okay.
All I can do is dodge. Do the
You can dash.
These are dash.
Get under him. or closer. Because you still have 40 feet of movement. That's the important factor. You still have 40 feet.
And you get your gloves.
Which is why you gotten closer.
You also have your climbing shit.
That is true.
It's like,
It's not for you too.
You want to climb?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work as well.
I
So.
mean-
I'd allow it.
yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You're
Fine.
Alright, yeah. Just you dash. Two. It's less of you crushing into it, and your palms have like these sticky resin. Just
like Spider-Man.
yeah, pretty much. And you get 40 feet closer.
Does he still see him?
Oh no! I knocked him over.
He's dead!
Homebrew! Let's go!
Since I'm getting
We always
really
get down
closer,
there, stomp him.
how close am I to him?
How close are you to him?
Probably like 20, 30 feet away by now.
Climbing up. Yeah, about 30 feet.
I'll use my bonus action. Use one mark.
Mhm.
Uh,
That's your 5th or 4th mark. I think it's your 4th.
No, I get 7 marks.
Right, you get 7. You used 1 before to use the sword burst ring. You used 1 to summon your sword. You used 1 to summon your sword now, and you're using your 4th one now.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
The
The sword burst one.
yeah, sort
The sphere of, or the circle of your Virgil effect, and just shing, several blades of spectral origin just circle around you, spinning viciously.
Has the creature noticed him yet?
Oh, he hears it now.
Huh?
Oh shit.
It's his turn.
Sorry.
You might die again.
No, he did not get his rock blast.
I think that's the best part.
What he's going to do is he's not safe from anyone. Also, you're right next to him.
I got knocked back though.
No.
No, because you were in the air
Oh.
before. You just flew up.
And he's on the wall too. Upside down.
Yep.
It's like,
All right. Layer action is a bonus action. From the ceiling, these rocky tendrils reach down against you. So make a dexterity saving throw.
round and round.
From the ceiling.
Oh, no, that's what it
It's
is.
the same thing that you saw in the hallway against me when I just battered away.
What's my dex? It's plus
It's plus, you're proficient, so it's +4 plus your dex.
7.
Plus
18.
7. 18? That's the number you needed. So as they
If
just
you were within
lash
10 feet,
down,
it would have been
the
plus 5.
tendrils, you just like duck out of the way, slide into like a certain position, and they just kind of miss you. They wrap around trying to grab you, completely whiff. That's his bonus action. As an action, he's gonna fucking unleash his 2 attacks against you. Who stands in front of him? No,
His biggest-
actually, he's gonna go after. No, he's because you're right in front of him. He's going to swing at you. Natural 20 for the first one.
Hit.
Second, that's 18.
Misses.
Yeah.
I hit
So
on that 20.
the natural 20 is gonna hurt.
But he won't kill me.
You could.
You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Almost half my health.
As hits you square under the jaw
Actually, over half my
and
health.
slams you partially into the ceiling. Your head just comes crashing up to the top. As he comes to bring down the other one, you just like loosen and fall
22.
accidentally.
Health rebuke.
My health is at 22 now.
Health rebuke.
Health for me.
Hell's Rebuke.
You're welcome.
Dexterity saving throw. Saves.
Oh. So half damage.
Wait, what's your spell save DC actually? Because it's not 15.
17, 16.
17.
17? That will fail. You rolled a natural 6.
9? Oh yeah.
And I did mine too.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's his damage?
For my, I think, my shield one, I did my roll.
What was it?
From when he attacked me, the shield,
Oh yeah, make a.
I did.
Okay.
A 16.
Okay, you're good. So
A D10.
Your-
When you said a roll out, I rolled for my thing. I'm like, I remember that.
roll 2d10 of fire damage. Because that's your last first level spell. That's 1. It's a 9. So 10 points of fire damage. It's a lot of damage. As you, he punched you square in the face, and he goes to miss. He misses the other one. You reach out, clasp the flaming blade onto his arm, and engulfs upwards, covering portions of his body.
I told you, I am winning this.
I must. And you can see like several pores just begin to bubble over. That's his turn. Juna.
Okay, can I can't cast a spell then use another spell, right?
Depends on the spell. You can cast a cantrip in another
What if
spell.
I use heroism? Can I
Yeah, it's a
cast?
first level spell.
So is that? Oh, so no.
Cannot cast another first level spell as a bonus action.
Vicious mockery once more.
Alright, wisdom saving throw. Easy. 24.
Oh.
17 plus his wisdom.
Alright,
and wisdom skill, or proficiency.
My last level 2. Use it well.
How many spells do you have left?
After that, 2 level 1s.
2d4 plus 3.
Yeah, I'll roll it this time.
1. That's 2. 6 points of healing. It's the heal. It is your turn.
Okay. Well, we are going to attack.
Alright, 2 attacks. Go ahead and roll. And swing. That's going to hit. That one will also hit. Go ahead and roll your 2. So it's 2d8 plus 15 plus 4d6. 9. So that's plus 15. That's 24. 27. 29. 34. 39 points
Oh my
of
God.
damage. As still standing.
Finish him off!
He's real close. Alright, Will, you're up.
He's gonna come in just to finish him off.
Depends on what he does. What are you doing? You can climb up to him.
Yeah, that's not what I am.
Make another Constitution saving throw for
Oh,
Shield
yeah.
of Faith with because you took 25, so it's a 12. 12 DC. Because you saved him against the other one. You also have advantage.
So if I move closer to him, do I have advantage from across?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you
both
would. So if you also move up behind him, he gets to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, just looking up backwards at him. He fails his dexterity saving throw with a natural 3. So a d6,
6.
6 points of slashing damage, which is magical, so it's not halved. Alright. Making your attack
All in! I'm going
with
off!
advantage, so go ahead and roll to attack. You could have also done a sword burst as well. Sword storm, rather. If you wanted to use that, which would do 3d8 on a failed dexterity saving throw, or half. And then you could have moved up to him as well. So
Oh, that's what I was original thinking too.
you could do that, and it wouldn't hit anybody else except for him. Or you can move up and get advantage on a melee attack.
I'll just do that.
Okay.
2 marks. So I have 2 marks left.
You have 1 mark left because you have 7 in total. You used 4 before using Sword Storm, so that's 6 with 1 left.
So you guys make
Dexterity saving throw. That is a 22. So he still takes 3d8 halved, and then moving up to him, you still take the 6 anyways from the other one. 6, 10, 18, reduced down by 9. After you move up to him, and he takes his 6. How do you want to kill him? He has 322 hit points. You got with that, you did 323.
I'm intrigued.
You may have done about 200 points damage by yourself. Probably more.
Probably, if he had 300, I've been the only one really doing massive damage.
So,
what, 15?
I did more healing than anything.
yeah.
For 15?
So how do you want to kill him?
all these swords. I want all these swords to penetrate this motherfucker.
So as you cast, I'm just gonna do this for flair. So
I
you're
throw my
charging
sword.
at him, just you let go. All of this massive burst as the spinning blades around you kind of like elongate and curl around him and just start to stab into him. From them, they just multiply into several dozen other blades. Just it's like you Iron Maiden him in midair, and then
Yes. Yes.
After he
What's
falls, the dials, they explode outwards in a 40-foot radius, hitting you three. Or not you, not Will.
I was gonna say, can I use a reaction to like give them a +3 shield?
This is going to be a Constitution saving throw. It's not going to be AC based.
Oh, okay, no.
Constitution saving throws. Both of you +5 in addition to your normal roll because of
And
his
more
feature.
-1 for me.
Well, it's still +5, so +4 instead.
I'm gonna use my luck.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last luck.
You cannot use it twice.
Alright, so 13.
13. Both of you will fail. You take 3d10.
Fuck.
5. So both of you take 15 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by that amount.
I have resistance to necrotic.
So I have
So
one
you
health.
would take 7, and your maximum hit points is reduced
So
by
I
7.
have 17 health.
Mhm.
What is that? So I have to go down to 1.
You go down to 1 hit point, your maximum hit points are reduced by 16.
Okay.
Or
No,
it was
it's
15.
by 7.
15. Okay.
So, what?
Can I reduce by 7?
Reduced by 7.
Can I go down by 7?
Yes, still take 7 points of damage.
Ah.
The necrotic energy of this like disgusting purplish ichor flames shoot outwards. The small maw that's there cracks, becomes ajar, and then erupts into the ichorish flame, coating both of you in this necrotic energy and drains your very life essence from it. It's a good thing neither of you fell unconscious from that, because that would kill you.
I'm with it.
You're lucky that I rolled a 1.
I'm
Or a
taking-
4 on a d10. Anyways,
With the
We're done.
resistance to it.
the entire room calms.
I fly down, and I lay down.
1 point of damage.
Do you
2 points of
see-
damage dead.
I go over and look at the body.
So you look at him, and he has several jagged, rocky protrusions across his body that are distorted, bleeding, this disgusting purple ichor.
How are we gonna get rid of the body? We need...
Cave in.
At this point, Anu will come down. Realize something. Can't really talk to the commander because it's supposed to be discreet.
We did it.
We're done.
She goes over, places a hand onto you, casts a healing or cure wounds at 3rd level.
I'm also panting off
That is 3 8s. So you heal
I'm technically at full health.
26 hit points.
I'm technically at full health. Technically.
Technically at full health.
I'm using my sword to keep up right a little bit.
Yeah, just like she just goes over, casts a bunch of cure wounds. Well, we did it.
Mission complete. At least.
I'll
Looks like the
discuss
rituals.
with Axe, figure out how to hide this room, because I don't like that. And you can look over,
Well-
and one of the dials, the one that was filled with the massive amount of random magical enchantments, is still slightly spinning. Just
We should try to stop that. I'm gonna touch it.
keeps moving. Your hand moves with it.
Is there a gear?
It-
Like a teeth gear?
looking at it, it just looks like a stone slate on top of stone. There's no gear mechanism involved. Any form of symbolism that it once had is still there. It's just there's no opposing other dial with it.
Can I use identify on it?
Sure.
I identify it.
All right, after 10 minutes, because you have a first level spell.
Yeah.
You can cast it in 1 minute if you want. Okay? Just like, I don't want to fucking sit here. You just cast Identify after a minute. You can tell that the magical effects that are on it are evocation and all sorts of different magics, but that are inside of it. The magic in it is a trigger. I don't know what that trigger is, but it has a trigger mechanism. Something magical that triggers it will cause some kind of magical expulsion of a far greater scale than what you just experienced.
This is bad. But as long as no one pulls that trigger, we'll be fine. I tell them what I feel.
Yep, everyone kind of looks around.
So if we can seal this room up, make sure no one knows about it, no one will have to pull that trigger. And maybe eventually we'll run out. Or we'll keep going for a while. I don't know.
Well, I'm from the city, so I'll keep a careful watch on it.
Okay.
Um,
My illusion's not gonna last too long, only maybe...
I'll figure out something. I can talk to X and figure out if they have anything that might be able to restrict this room.
Okay. Good. Cause that's not gonna be good if that explosion was only not even half of it. Oh, I can still feel it. Okay. Let's go and report our mission. I believe.
There's no commander with you right now.
I mean, yeah, we probably just go back to the airship.
Well, the airship's not there either.
No.
You guys, so in the later terms of this, you rest for a few days. After about 24 hours, your hit points do come back.
So everything comes back.
Everybody comes back after 24 hours. And
We party a bit.
yeah, do celebrate probably quite a bit. There are several questions inside of.
So what was that explosion?
There are many rumors of the government is using experimental magic that's causing all this damage from all the civilians that are hearing this. There are several complaints that the sewer system itself is very disheveled, blockages, all sorts of issues involved. They go down and investigate. There's several claw marks, holes, tendrils dipping down that are rocky, and protrusions upwards from just several different portions of the entire sewer. Leading from this to the abandoned house. Before they investigated, however, Anu had gone and blockaded the hole with several of the rubble from the previous rock before. However, with a bit of some magical enchantment, was able to create a small passage as long as you knew a very specific code word. During that point, you had stayed for about 3 days before your commander returns, investigates everything, sees the spinning dial, which is still spinning, looks to the rest of you. Well, I think that at this point, we can't do anything about that until we learn more. So thank you everyone for your dutiful jobs and your protection of this city.
It wasn't easy.
It doesn't look like that. And he looks back at the massive holes in the ceiling, the ground, the wall, which has a gaping hole from the other gear, by the way, or rock plate, and goes over. I think that deserve a vacation. In our line of work, it's important to celebrate when you succeed.
Ooh. Still exhausted.
Yeah, passing out, falling back. Character-wise, you would level up to level 10 because he was worth. It was divided amongst 3 of you. You each would have gotten 13,000 XP.
Yeah.
How much damage did I chunk in before we even got there?
Well, you hit him in total. That's 12. He was hit in total 20 times. A little bit more than actually, because that's 12, 20, 23 times. And yeah, you did a fair amount of it. A very fair amount. With assistance, however. Otherwise, you would have done nothing.
The haste.
The haste is the only thing that kept you even remotely able to do anything. Otherwise, you would have been slow as hell catching up to him. You would have been doing layer actions left and right.
And then we would have been doing that fight even longer by ourselves.
Or you would have waited, let him do further magic with the dial.
Which could have been.
If you didn't get to him after he initiated it within 1 hour, the entire city would have condensed and appeared in the abyssal plane.
And then abyssal creatures.
Everyone would have died. In the long run, the entire city would be destroyed, and that city's point would become an entryway from the abyss.
So the world will almost kind of be screwed.
It would be fucked over, yes. You gather that the magic that was inside the dials took a very long time to produce. It may have only started a few months ago. A lot of work was put into it. easily nearly a single year's worth of energy embedded into using the magical items that was infused. That's what they used, was the magical items, condensed the magic into a very, very, very refined liquid that was needed to power one side, which is why it's still active.
What would happen if I didn't pour it in there?
He would have done it himself if he had it. None of that would have happened if he didn't. If you didn't put that in. With you putting it to the maw, it completed the circuitry that it needed to be able to function. I was like, oh my god, oh no, oh no.
So, what if we died through that one explosion?
You would have died. That's it.
That's it.
Your character would just die.
Okay, I thought like maybe it was
And at that point, because it's also not because of an abyssal creature, the revivifying magic that Anu had would not be able to revive you. You would have had to be revived through other magical means, which would have taken several months, a lot of money, and it would have been difficult to set.
So, Commander, I got 2 recruits that I want to talk to you about joining our...
In the long run, you do
adopt
them into the society, as they don't have any living relative, no family members other than the 2 pairs. And over the course of years, they are trained into very special ops and become very professional military affiliates themselves, under your tutelage.
Cool!
And their names are Jasper and Anna.
Anna?
Anna.
Anna.
Anu.
Right, so
That is our one shot.
Whew.
I will come up with a name for this later because that is exciting.
Wait, I gotta do one more thing.
Boulder Parker Sears to see who gets shotgun in the ship. But
No, I was wanting to do a romantic moment.
it is 11:40. We should end this because we still have to clean up.
Yeah, that's true.
And I need a fucking shower because I am so hot. I was not expecting a high-speed, 60-mile-an-hour fucking race in the tunnel. You had like speeder bikes in the forest of Star Wars here. It was absurd. Absurd. It's just if someone was like standing there, they wouldn't even seen you.
The only thing you'll see is a blur.
I think we should say goodbye.
Yes. Thank you everyone so much for listening to this pretty fun one shot. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I did too.
Complete improv for most of it. The only thing that I had planned was this room, that creature. That was it. I didn't have the city planned out. I didn't have that room planned out. I didn't have the sewer system planned out.
Exploding.
The explosion I didn't have planned out. None of the buildings that were stolen from I had planned out. Everything except for the creature, what he could potentially do, and this room. That is the only thing that I had planned out. And I'm glad that I did, because it was tons of fun.
I'm glad I kept my character the way he was.
You're lucky you rolled so high. Thank you everyone so much for listening. We are going to get out of here, because it is late. We will see you again, potentially in a very long time, for another one-shot mishap. Thank you everyone so much for listening.
Ciao.
Have a great night.
Bye-bye. Bye.